the Hall of Fame. Big boxeo.
Y'all must have forgot.
Y'all must have forgot.
In the booties. Attention. Yeah. Friends came in at 1. This is a mega weekly wrap up.
It's paydays.
Judge on the panel.
Very competitive.
Chann!
T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Near the shot!
One, fight!
Yo, how you going? It's Lady Chann, and welcome to We in the Building, the weekly wrap-up show. Ding, 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 ding. What up, girl? Kaboom. What up, guys? Yeah, I was just my microphone boom handle tried to boom the other way, and it was giving me some problems. I had to do it on with these. It's kind of like these. Kind of like these knobs that you have to, that makes it a clamp, like a vice to your desk in order for your bloody mic to work. But getting a little feedback. So, does my mic sound nice? Chickity check 1, check 2. Does my mic sound nice? Does it? Hopefully it does. Guys, I hope you are all well and in good health, wealth, and spirits, give everybody a round of applause. Okie doke. So let me get the banner on, and then I shall do the members only roll call. Hope you guys have had a great day. So this show is called, I did catch the CANELO Munguia face off. So excuse me for catching that, because I didn't even know that was happening. I wasn't in the booty. I wasn't. So this emoji. So it's called Thurman. Basically ducks. I can't do the duck emoji on here. Thurman. Is any name at this point. Do you know what I mean? Thurman, one time, done time, long time, once upon a time, banana time, sometime. We don't got no time. Thurman has left the booties in. He's left the building. He's left us. Thurman's done, man. He is so done. He has entered the building with another injury, bicep injury, so that ruled him out of this fight that I didn't ever think really. It was quite a silly fight to make. Him being a career 147 pounder and been out the ring. Thurman's fought 2 times in 5 years. I mean, last great fight was a Manny Pacquiao, an old Manny Pacquiao that beat him in July 2019. And that was for the WBA belt. And if you remember then, Manny Pacquiao held on to that belt far too long. They champion recessed him and elevated your Dennis Ugas up to super champ. And he was supposed to fight. He fought Manny Pacquiao, beat Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao left the booties in. Then your Dennis Ugas defended the belt against Did he go straight to Errol Spence for that? Got washed. Orbital Eye disappeared. Spence got that belt. And then he was WBC, WBA, and WBC, WBA, and IBF champion of the world, unified. Then we had Bud come with his WBO. You know, let's unify. We've been trying to unify a little minute. Got the unification on, as we saw. Spence got washed, and Terence Crawford became the two-time, in 2 divisions, undisputed champ in the 4-belt era. That was that in a nutshell, basically. Yeah, so just a little recap on that, just in case for those that don't know, you know. But yeah, I mean, Keith Thurman, God. Yeah, he's been very inactive. Mario Barrios went the distance with him, which I wouldn't have thought him to do so. But, you know, so I can't really expect of him to have done anything much to a Tim Zoo, you know, fresh geezer. WBO champ in the junior middleweight division. Demolishes. Yes. I know, man. This was a total annihilation. God damn. The weekly wrap up show. Kaboom. There we go. We're in the building. Kaboom. Okie doke. So, I'm introducing, introducing, it's Kenny. Back, you're back, Kenn. What up, though? Ding, 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 ding. What up, Kenn? Nice to have you back.
Yeah, it's been 2 weeks. It's been absolutely mental with you know, birthday stuff. Arsenal's just been taking up a lot of my time, and because of where we are in the season, because I've been going to games, home and away matches. It's been taken up all the time. I've been on every podcast, doing stuff, content and everything. Not my content, other people's content, because I don't. YouTube's is something that I really, really respect people who have YouTube channels. It's really, really hard work.
I've got to do members only. Sorry. I've got to shout out the members. I was just thinking, something's not quite right that I've missed out, because I usually do the members before the banner. Sorry, Kenn. I am listening, but I've got to give my trusty Shannaholics. So we've got Modern King Boxing in the building. Mark Niggity Nash TV in the building. Zara K in the building. Andre Nobel in the building. Eric Lincoln in the building. Daniel Agnew in the building. Cooking with Sir Senior in the building. Expect the unexpected in the building. Donald Banks DP in the building. Leon Fight Fan Figures. Leon Banks. What up, Lee? In the building. Don't Touch a Bum in the building. Dan 1983 in the building. Stephen T in the building. My sister, the Queen, Lisa Bales, in the building. Nesta Bedford, in the building. What up, man? What up, gangster? Retro boxing and documentaries, in the building. Con Shawnery, in the building. Ricky Ricardo, mi hermano, in the building. My sister, Harlem's finest, Art to the Left, in the building. D-Style Boxing, mi hermano también, in the building. AJ O'Day, in the building. Charlie, in the building. King TJ, in the building. Upload type el primero. Ya tú sabes, en el edificio. That's right. And last but not least, Dr. P, Wales' finest. In the building. There we are. Sorry. So, let me just also go ahead. What was happening in the lovely, illustrious? Oh yeah, Kenny, in your absence, Shanny broke 1 million views.
Fantastic. Brilliant. Thanks. Excellent.
I know. 1 million views. Little old me. That happened last week. Off the back of doing the Joshua cards and stuff like that. It was a lot of people, a lot of traffic coming.
How good did AJ look? How good did AJ look?
That was good, wasn't it?
I think everyone's kind of gone, bloody hell. I bought the fight and I'm glad I bought it. I just thought, bloody hell. This is the AJ is so much. There's a lot of people who are both AJ and Tyson Fury fans who are switching camps. They think that this version of AJ will beat Tyson Fury. People,
what do you think, Kenn?
AJ's won a lot of friends with that performance. There's a lot of people.
This version of him beats Tyson Fury, or what do you think? Are you still in the Tyson Fury? You think he still beats?
You know what?
He's against an MMA fighter, but I mean, Tyson Fury was supposed to do the same thing to him, wasn't he?
No, but this was something else. We were seeing something different. Something else was going on there. It wasn't just the fact that it was an MMA fight. Something else was going on there. The way he looked, just the fitness, the explosiveness. It had nothing to do with Ngannou being MMA, and that's what a lot of boxing fans who saw that performance weren't considering Ngannou as an MMA fighter. In fact, because of what happened with Tyson Fury, we considered him a fully fledged boxer. Let's not forget he got paid like a fully fledged boxer. He got paid £20 million. So that says a lot. There was a lot of respect for Ngannou. A lot of people thought Ngannou had a bit of a puncher's chance, and for AJ to demolish him in those 2 rounds, there was a lot of people took notice. Even his biggest critics, Carl Froch, took notice. It's people. People like Gary, A. Davis, they took notice. Everyone who watched that performance took a lot of notice, and we went, "Oh my God!" It's the biggest talking point for the weekend. Did you watch the AJ fight? Did you see the knockout? Oh my God! I've got fans of Tyson Fury who basically
are they Joshua fans now?
They're now saying they're not sure. And I thought AJ's got a lot of credit and back for that performance. It really has. We were impressed with what happened against his previous fight.
Otto Wallin.
We're very impressed with Wallin, but this is where we thought, something's happening there. But I tell you now, something is really happening now. Something's happening.
Yeah. Let's get the other troops on. So I'm introducing, introducing. It's AJ all day and introducing the fight fanfare. Ding, 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 ding. Right up, yeah. What's up, guys?
Hey.
Yeah, I'm good.
Hello, guys.
Yo.
What's good, AJ? What's good, Kenny? Kenn?
What up, Leon? Chann, Kenny.
Lee, thank
Good
you.
to see you both.
All day, as usual. Thank you. We got the full squizzard on. The link is in the chat, so anybody, you can come and hang with the click. We don't bite. Well, maybe I do, but other than that, the lads are pretty all cool. Do you know what I mean? Let's have that right. Sorry. Yeah, I'm the biter. I'll get ya. Nah. You can join the panel. If you see the link, that means you can click on it. Let me just say hello to some people that are in the chat. Hi, Bruce. What up, Joe? Ding, 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 ding. What up, Bruce? Bruce, man. That we were trying to find that Whyte fight for hours. We had to admit some defeat, and I think it was out loud. God, yeah, that was a tiring night's work. I left that Sunday chat deflated and tired. I was like, I need to eat, and I need to take a shower and go to bed. I think that's what I did in that order. And I think I listened to Boxing Beats and Rhymes as well. I think that was the same day. So shouts out to you, Beats, everybody trying to find a Dillian Whyte fight. We will talk about that anyway. So, we will talk about that. So where are we going to Give me. Oh yeah, I haven't let people know. How did I never? Come on, I'm slipping. I be slipping. I be slipping. How I don't let people know where we are? We're at the weekly wrap up. Shiggity, shiggity, shiggity. What? Shiggity, shout. That's where we are. I forgot. Where's my manners? I had to tell you guys where you was, just in case you got a few coming wandering in, and we're like, where are we? Well, who is she? It's the weekly wrap up show. So we are going to start. Where do we want to start? So we're going to start with Keith Thurman.
Yep.
You want to start with good old Keith? Good old Keith.
Yeah, might as well get him out the way.
Yeah.
Hate it.
Let's go.
Round 1, fight.
It's just a joke. I mean, where do you start? How many fights has he had in the last 6 years?
3.
He makes all that noise. He makes all that noise. What? To what? Pull out the week before? It's just an absolute joke.
Horrid, awful, embarrassing to say the least. To be honest,
I don't know why Tim Tszyu is still messing with these people.
PBC.
Yeah, he's got his own promotions that he can work with in Australia.
They're the ones who were keeping him active.
Yeah.
I just don't understand why he's there. He's got the belts. He does not need them. I mean, saying that, on this card here, is getting the chance to fight for another belt as well. So it's unification. So I suppose in that sense, I think he's looking at the bigger picture. But yeah, as with the Rolly Romero fight, then PBC, if they want to make sure one of their fighters keep a belt, they will do what they need to do. So Tim Tszyu got to be very careful. He's got to
come on, Timmy,
take it away from the judges.
God, yeah. It's a bicep injury, isn't it? It's always an injury with him. His body's broken down. It's been broken down. It's inactive. I mean, he's just a better commentator instead of just, a personality in boxing at this point. I mean, I don't think there's any point of him coming back, surely, after this. I mean, to be even putting this up behind a PPV paywall was ridiculous, first off, to launch their debut with Amazon Prime. I mean, it was totally ridiculous. And I mean, I think we're going to get a better fight with Fondora, Sebastian. Old Bass. I still think he's going to get pasted though, but it's going to be competitive. But he's a matchstick, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a little cheat code.
He's a
completely wrong fight. He get to use any of his natural abilities with his length and size.
Yeah, there could be some. There could be some of those. We never know. Go ahead, AJ. Chime in on that.
With pleasure. Thank you. Well, first off, I picked Tim Tszyu to win this fight by stoppage. I really didn't see it being that competitive, if I'm being honest with you. I probably gave Keith maybe, 2-3 rounds at best that he would look good in. Mm-hmm. Then he would just fade down the stretch and he get stopped mid to late. Right. I'd be surprised, honestly, if he made it past the halfway stage. But yeah, Thurman knew he was about to get folded like a pair of slacks that I was going to wear to church on a Sunday. I mean, so pretty much. So I this injury stuff. I'm not honestly. When I heard the news, I wasn't even surprised. Really. I mean, like, I just whatever. Yeah.
We were like, whatever, nigga, whatever. Yeah, we're like in the group. We're like, who cares? Okay. Next.
I mean, it's just PBC fighters have become poster boys for just running their mouths. But then, like, when it comes time to get down to business, they don't want to handle it.
About nothing. They're not about this life at all. Hang on. Introducing, Introducing it's the OGs of boxing YouTube community. Boxing beats and rhymes. Ding, 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 ding.
Big up.
What up, Beats?
Wagwan, Chann, Wagwan. Kenn, I'm not talking to Kenn. I'm not talking to Kenn.
How you doing, Boxing Beats?
I'm not talking to Kenn.
Not Kenny.
Yeah. Something happened at the weekend.
In our little FA little thing. We beat?
A little slip up. A little bit of a slip up.
We beat Leicester. I'm getting in there. Spurs got beat down, I heard. So, you know, such is life. Such is life.
Yeah, it wasn't good. It weren't good.
Such is life. We ain't been doing well anyway at the end of the day, Chelsea. But, you know, to beat Leicester, everyone's like, yay. I mean, God, they won the Premiership, a few Premierships down. But, I mean, but
yeah, they did.
Yeah, I remember when that was like that was an upset, and I'm like, what? Like that was the equivalent of an upset in boxing, wasn't it? When Leicester won,
they just kept winning, didn't they, Kenn? They just couldn't stop. They
were on a roll, and they just couldn't. They didn't know how to lose. They just kept on winning games, and they won really well as well. Good side.
It was wild.
Ranieri.
Exactly. It's only his first season there, and he won the title. Of all the clubs to win a title, he won it with the most club he's ever managed.
Pearson's title. I think Pearson done most of the work for that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Left him some good players.
Yeah. No, we like a bit of footy. We talk a bit of footy. Yeah, you know, we've got footy lovers, so you know, sometimes I'm.
Hey, listen, this is a British setting. I mean, a little football has to be spoken about. You know what I'm saying?
That's for run still, little bun. Yeah, certain time. So it's all good. Yeah, I like it. I used to be really into my footy, so I dipped out. Kenny always sees when we won the when we won the two back-to-back. What did we win? The double. We called it the double. 2006 and 2005, 2006. What was it?
Two league titles. Yeah.
Back-to-back
league titles.
Usually have my scarf on the back there. I know Kenny despises it. I know it's like kryptonite to Superman when he sees my Chelsea scarf hanging at the back.
Hopefully, we become like Chelsea, start winning trophies regularly.
Maybe.
We'll have to wait and see.
We've taken up your side now, and we've stopped winning.
Yeah, you have. Not for long.
But such is life. Okie dokes. AJ, sorry about that. Can you pick up where you left off, sir?
Oh, yeah, no problem. Yeah. I'm good. It's a little Beats in the house.
What's up, AJ? What's up? What's good?
What up? Now, the replacement, Sebastian Fundora, this guy is honestly an enigma to me. It's like he's been blessed with tremendous attributes, but he does not use them in the ring like he should. I have no idea why. And I think we're getting a better fight, honestly, because of this. It should be more competitive. Still picking Tim to win, but I don't know if I'm okay with this guy getting just a title shot. I mean, I wasn't okay with it before, but now he's getting a shot at two belts because I'm hearing the WBC is going to be on the line too, along with Tim's WBO shot.
Yeah, it is.
And like what happens to the guy that Sebastian was about to fight? I can't recall the guy's name, but now is he out in the cold all of a sudden? Because
I think he's doing another fight with someone, and they're doing it as for an interim. I think
Mendoza. And he's fighting Brian Mendoza.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Brian Mendoza. That's right. With the guy that Fundora was gonna.
That's the code. I mean, that guy was about to fight for the belt still, and he was like.
No, they're doing him as an interim eliminator now.
Is Fundora coming off a loss?
Yeah.
He got knocked out by Mendoza.
Yeah, he still is to Mendoza. Yeah.
You get a title shot coming off a loss now.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not
okay with it.
And a bad knockout loss.
Yeah.
Bad.
See. If you're a PBC fighter, it seems that Yeah. I mean, it seems if you're a PBC fighter, you get a title shot automatically off a loss if you're knocked out or just. Or in fight some final eliminator or something like that. I mean, I got nothing against Sebastian, but it's like I'm not. I don't think that's cool. I mean, because now you get a shot at two belts instead of one.
Or if your
Sorry,
name's
AJ.
John, but go ahead.
Yeah,
Do you think he got this style just because he just loves a fight? He just loves throwing hands. Because as you said, his style doesn't make sense for his physical attributes.
No, he trades. He makes it easy for his opponents to land punches on him, and that's why Tim is going to beat him again. I think, unless he learned to box from range, obviously, which I highly doubt. I mean, the Lubin fight should have been a wake up call for him because he got dropped in that fight, but they didn't fix his flaws, and then he got ironed out by Brian.
He just doesn't know how to gauge range with his length. He just hasn't got a clue. Some people are just not coordinated to do it.
Who you talk about Fundora?
Yeah, just not.
Yeah, he's an inside fighter, which is funny because look how lanky he is. He does work on the inside. That's what he does.
That's what I'm saying. For those attributes, you should not be fighting that way at all.
He doesn't use range at all. He's a matchstick. I mean, it worked for a while, but I mean, as you're going to get the stronger lads, and especially the stronger lads that are inside fighters, they're just going to batter him. So he's going to have to be careful moving forward. And what have you lot got? I just think Tim Zoo's just going to stop him.
I do.
No, it won't be easy.
Yeah, I don't think it's easy. I think it might be. I wouldn't be surprised if it went to a point, but I think he's going to get stopped down the stretch, latter rounds.
Yeah. Maybe that's him winning. I got him regardless.
Stoppage in 6.
Nah, I think maybe.
I think you go further. Like you got to take this into consideration.
9, 10, 7. Mm-hmm.
Like Zoo's short. No, I reckon Fundora knew he was going to get the shot a little while back.
And he's always been trading.
Yeah, and like Zoo's got to switch his mind state from fighting someone who was shorter than him to someone like a basketball player, man. That's not easy to do. It's not easy to do.
10 days out?
Yeah, 10 days out. It's not ideal, is it? It's not ideal.
Yeah, no, it's not. You're right.
That's not good at all.
I mean, plus we got. I'm wondering about Fundora's mindset as well.
But was he on the undercard anyway in this one?
Yeah, he was.
Was he?
Fundora was. Yeah, he was.
Fundora was with the other geezer. Yeah, what's the other geezer who was going to fight?
Sergey Boychuk, I think.
Yeah, we keep calling him the other geezer. It's bad, isn't it? The other geezer.
The other geezer.
I know who he is. The other geezer. Let me do this super chat real quick. The other geezer. I know, so disrespectful. We're supposed to be boxing aficionados, and we're like, the other geezer. God. Shout to Modern King Boxing for dropping that $2 on your girl. Thank you, King Ronda Dunn. Lady Sham, boxing glove. Thanks a lot, King Ronda Don. Massively appreciated. Yeah. So that's happening March 30th. Where do you not think Keith Thurman goes? I've done said he's washed. I can't say it any more than this. That's done.
Retire.
No, it's fine. Just done. Finish.
It's done. It's done now, isn't it? It's done. Surely you can't after dropping out 10 days before a fight on Amazon Prime, and for their debut. His body's been breaking down from ages. He's always got injuries. So this is just telling us, listen, done it now, man, innit? Done time.
Look, let's keep it real, yeah. The whole notion of him fighting at 155 in a catchweight fight in the first place was as random as anything, as inactive and as out of form he's been. So the fact, his body's broke down, because, to fight Tim Tszyu, you've got to put in a real shift in the training camp. You got, this ain't like fighting some scrub who you can get away with, a half a training camp. You've got to put in the full shift. And his body just can't handle it. His body can't handle it now. You know what I mean? Keith couldn't beat an old, Keith was at the cusp of stardom with the Pacquiao fight. Old Pacquiao, he couldn't get past him. And at this point here, like you guys said, he's finished. He's finished. But maybe they'll feed him to Errol Spence. Errol Spence says no, but they'll probably feed him to Errol Spence or something.
Yeah, he's done.
Yeah, I mean, like this beat, you made a good point about this catch weight thing. Like, so let's just say, if, like, in some magical fantasy world, if he actually beat Tim, you wouldn't have been a champion. You have no belt because the belt wasn't on the line.
Right.
So it's like, what? So what do you do after that? You know,
Just
crazy.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just switching around on here.
no, you good.
Kenn, any what do you think Thurman, don't even know his name no more, Thurman should do? Just retire as well? Kenn?
I don't see where he's got to go. I don't see where the next big fights are gonna come now.
They're gonna be in the
Bundesliga.
I mean,
I don't see him. I don't see him. You know, winning the title. So I just think, maybe it's time. His time is up. He's had a fairly good career, but sometimes, you know, your body says no, and it's a training camp as well. Some fighters can't complete, you know, a training camp and then be ready for a fight. You know, especially with, you know, what's been happening to him in terms of like the fights he's had before. You know, if you can't do a proper training camp and you keep on breaking down, that's the right on the wall. Happens to a lot of fighters. You know, look what happened in David Haye. You know, one of the reasons why I was calling for retire, because I was hearing rumours that he couldn't even compete. You know, complete the training camps, you know, properly for the Bellew fights. He was breaking down in training. So once I heard that, I said, "Time's up, mate. Off you go."
God, yeah. That was David A was breaking down. What was it? His foot. What did he have? A foot injury? Yeah, he had a couple of things when he went into
Then in the rematch, Tony stopped him in like 5 rounds, right? In the rematch.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got knocked out, man. I was shocked when he got knocked out. I was like, wow.
Yeah. David A's a strong lad. You know what I mean? Yeah, he made Tony Bellew look like some Superman on him. Yeah, that's when you know you have to leave, though, isn't it? Such is life. He did his thing. Right, okay, so we're all of the knowledge. I forgot how to do this on this. I'm there hovering around on this. Forget it. Let me take that off. Okay.
You can't do the camp, but you can't fight the big fights. You can't complete a camp without properly. No, don't fight.
Yeah. If you got well, this is we'll see. Like what Beat says, if this change, this short notice change will hinder Zoo. Yeah. It could do. It could do, but I just think that I don't know. I see him winning. I don't see Fundora beating him.
Yeah, I mean, well, Sebastian's going to make it easy on him.
It's a big difference, man. You're going to be fighting someone that was like 5'9", and then now you're fighting someone that's 6'6".
Right.
Inside fighter.
What's his tactics? Go to the body.
Yep.
Yeah.
Body, head, body, head.
Yeah.
Because how did he get dropped by my guy, by Mendoza? It was a headshot.
It was short. It was the short hooks inside. Like you're fighting inside, but like you're fighting a shorter arm guy, and you're staying right in his range, and you just got banged up with them hooks inside. Yeah. He just got banged up. I watched it. Yeah, he got banged up, banged him over.
He was on the floor. He got up and then got stopped. Right in it. Yeah. Yeah. Well, see, but with Tim Zoo's style, okay, what's going to be the negative for Tim Zoo?
I really don't see one, to be honest. I mean, if Sebastian just like fights the way he usually does in the pocket, I mean, I could see him being a problem if he boxed from range or if he was good at it.
Well,
but since he never does that, and he's going to stay in the phone booth, it's like Tim is he's a more well-suited, calculated pressure fighter. So he picks the shots very well. He has pretty good defense still. Doesn't really hit clean. He rolls punches. I mean, but the thing is, with a taller guy, it might be more of an issue getting to Sebastian's head.
Because your trajectory is going to be different. Like
I mean, but it's like Kenny said, go to his body, bad body. Just shift. Then when he
the tree can help you.
Hey, get the fuck out of here because I'm gonna fuck you out right now, motherfucker.
We're going to talk about him. Yeah, we're going to talk about him. I did just.
But Chad, also to add, I think I mentioned it earlier, like Sebastian's mindset. What's his mind frame going to be like? Because that was a bad KO defeat he suffered last year. So I'm just wondering, like, how his mental, how he's going to be mentally. You know what I mean? If he kind of got over that psychologically, because I'm pretty sure there still might be some demons there. So he's going to be gun shy, throwing punches, or if he gets hurt, how's he going to, So
we might not even see the same type of geezer. He might be Wise. He might not Wise, like he was a bad fighter before. He was a bad fighter.
Also,
we might.
Sebastian's coming off a long layoff as well, more than the thing, almost a year, if not.
Yeah,
but Tim is very sharp.
He is a bitch. Yeah. Okay. Well, we never know what we're going to see. There's a lot of variables to that fight. Then I guess we'll see March the 30th. But I am glad that it was. I'm glad Keith Thurman's not in it now. He was all that.
Keith would have boxed, like he would have tried to give Tim angles, and that's what Tim would have been working towards.
Yep.
My guy's going to come straight at him, and he's going to throw a whole lot more punches than Keith. So
they
better get the zoo ready. They better get him ready.
Yeah,
my guy's going to try and catch him early and knock him out. That's what he's going to. Keith would have tried more counter punching.
Yeah, and go the distance.
Yeah. Right.
Try outwork and just whatever, and stay on use his footwork. But his legs are gone from ages. But I mean, that would have been his advantage, his footwork. If it was a prime Keith Thurman, it would have been a different story. But
does anybody really believe Keith is injured?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I don't either.
Possibly, but more leaning towards that the tickets and whatever, it just weren't selling, mate. And I just don't think they just had the faith in Keith in the end. They was just like, yeah, this ain't it. We'll just blame you. Take the fall. You be the fall guy. But then there's a part of me this is very believable because Keith Thurman does mash up. So I mean,
he does suffer from injuries.
He would fuck up. It's not unlikely that you're not active and then you go into a rigorous training camp at 34, 35 years old, and then coming off inactivity, fighting low-level fighter in Barrios, and then you ain't fought for a couple of years since then. Obviously, you might just pull anything. You might pull you might twinge your back. You might anything at this stage.
And Keith's never been that robust anyway. I've always said that.
Yeah, he's always had injuries anyway. So that's why I was like, I believe it. But it's a bit of both. Two things can be right at the same time.
But it's crazy. Like, because when he beat Danny Garcia, man, he was at his pinnacle. Like, he was a unified welterweight champion of the world, was at his feet. And you take 2 years off. I know you was injured, but dude, come on, man. I mean, you should have came back at least like the next year.
Is that when he got married?
Yeah.
He was Konani whipped, man.
He found his stunning little bird, didn't he? And in somewhere in the Himalayas or wherever he found her.
She's Malaysian. I think, yeah.
Same thing. Found her there. That was him. He was besotted. So
he's got a couple cute daughters, though. I don't know if y'all saw his kids.
She's nice. She's a good-looking woman, though. So I mean,
she's pretty.
I hate on that, but you know what I mean?
Yeah. You still got to go back to your job, don't you?
Yeah, of course.
Don't pay the bills. Like, hello. But yeah, 2 years. 2 years off. Yeah, I didn't know they had kids, AJ. I wasn't sure.
Oh yeah, I saw it on the gloves. They had the gloves are off specialist. He has two daughters.
I only watched the first part, and I was like, "No, hell no, I'm not watching the second." And then, then I saw that the fight was pulled. I was like, "What waste of money?"
But Chann, like, on that gloves are off, dude. To hear Keith sound like
was that on prime time? Was that? Sorry, AJ. Was that on Amazon?
Oh no! They released it on YouTube. It's on the PBC YouTube channel. You can go there and see it for the 2 episodes.
Yeah, 2 episodes.
I mean, the Keith was sounding like some sort of prophet on this thing. Like he's like wise off.
His voice. When he died, he told me. I was like, when he died, I didn't want to train anymore. I didn't want to do nothing, and I came into the gym, and I didn't even want to do a pull-up, and I was gonna leave. And then I heard his voice. I got up on that pole and I twerked. I was joking. up himself. He done some pull-ups, and then that's when he knew he was back in the building. Okie dokes, but yeah, shouts out to Keith Thurman. He does give us a bit of entertainment, but you know,
he's good on the mic. Yeah, he's good on the mic, but still.
You did call Thurman a funny-looking Mexican lad. It was like, where? Yeah, remember we called him. He was like, "You're just a different Mexican or something," and everyone was just like, "Nah, mate. Listen, yeah, I don't know what
CANELO boy, he's a hell of a fighter, man.
Yeah, I don't know. He thought he was calling him Canelo at one point. I don't know if Keith was all there to begin with for this fight. So anyway, let's move along. We are at the weekly wrap up. Shiggity, 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 what? Shiggity, shout. That's right. That's where we always at. We are in the builders in. Okay, so Thurman duck off. Crawford back. This ties into what I was saying because now Crawford has exercised his WBO champ status, and you know with that you can go up and you know like what Usyk did with Joshua. He's gone up now. He's gonna fight the winner out of Zoo and Fundora. So
let's get it.
About that, Kenny, what do you think about that? Terrence Bud Crawford exercising his WBO super champ status at 154 and will get the winner out of Fundora and Tim Zhu. You're muted, love. You're muted. You're muted.
What happened to his proposed fight with Chris Eubank Jr.? What happened to that?
Oh, Bomac waved that off and said, fake news, fake news. He was getting he looked like he was really upset that was a thing.
So I know Eubank was full of shit, man. I was posting nonsense.
Yeah, he said, you know what? They was like, whose team would you be on? Who? And he went, Bomac went, why are you asking me stupidness? Bud's
exactly. Yeah. How would he be? Yeah, he's going to train Eubank to fight Bud. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on.
That was just. Yeah,
Eubank still wouldn't have a chance.
No, he wouldn't have a chance. He'd lose the fight. Yeah.
Yeah. So Crawford's back in that. You know, PBC's wasted enough of his time, like they always bloody do. And you know, Beats had said ages ago that Errol Spence exercised that rematch clause just to save face and just to get some added time. And I think it was all a point.
Errol Spence is under the surgeon's knife again for his eyes. So
Errol Spence is.
He's another
fighter. Sorry.
Yeah, the car crash. No, go ahead. Sorry. Apologies.
He's another fighter that I think that on medical grounds should really retire. Come on, if you're having operations on your eyes, then come on, boxing's not the sport for you. It's time to go. He's been a good champion. He's had a good career, and he came on short in his biggest fight. No disgrace, just retire, man. You can't just be having multiple operations on your eyes, and you're meant to be a prize fighter. Nah, mate. But in terms of Crawford, then the winner of, I'm sure the panel's assuming that he's going to fight Tim Zhu. I'm all up for that fight. I'm really looking forward to the prospect of that fight happening because I do think Tim Zhu will win his next week, and then him and Crawford together, just rubbing my hands.
I don't know. I can't jump ahead that far.
Between the lads,
doesn't he need another fight before he even thinks about fighting a winner? Crawford needs to be in the ring.
I agree.
Sure.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I think he should take a fight at 154 to get acclimated, maybe to get ready. Then target the winner of
Yeah, just there's someone in it. It doesn't have to be.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be a top guy.
Who would you put in there with him?
Good question.
Let me take a look at the rankings. Let me see.
Yeah, good question. At 154, you could put him with Erickson Lubin.
Oh God.
Battered again.
Is Crawford about that? Isn't he? I thought if he can't get the winner of Zoo and Fondora, I thought you might go for Madrimov. I think Crawford just wants belts right now. He's just.
I want belts.
He's on a
Yeah, and Eddie offered him the Madrimov fight. Now you said it. Eddie Hearn offered him that fight. Madrimov.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
Oh, he said no, did he? Oh, I see.
I didn't hear. I don't know if he replied.
Well, I guess he just wants like belt. He wants to be, tries to be like what? 4
There's 2 belts, isn't it? On that.
I mean,
side.
because now 2 are on the line, so we could just target the winner of that fight and get 2, or just get a shot at 2 of them.
Yeah, I don't blame him. Time's ticking, isn't it? He's not even got time, so I guess try and pick.
Okay, so have a look at the rankings here. So Mendoza and Fedor, they're fighting each. We'll know when they're out. We just mentioned Lubin. I think he could beat Lubin with no issues. How about, let me see, number 6, Ramos. How about Tony Harrison? I think he could beat Harrison. What do you guys think?
Tony Harrison.
Yeah.
Yeah. Destroy Harrison. Destroy Harrison. Destroy.
Back to retirement again for the second time. Yeah.
Then Jesus Ramos. I think he just fought Lubin and got robbed. I think he should have got the decision.
I know him. I've seen him fight, but I can't definitive what fight it was. But Jesus Ramos. So yeah, I forget who I saw him fight.
Next, Mikel Soro.
I'm not accustomed to Mikel Soro. Who's his last fight? Put me up with that. I don't know. Mikel Soro.
He fought Madrimov 2 times. I mean, one fight was controversial, like it was a controversial stoppage. Then the rematch, he got cut and it had to end prematurely. Then after that, he fought Kurbanov and I think got robbed in that. That's what I heard. So.
No, I don't. I clearly didn't see it then. No. It's
a bunch of unknown guys. Not these guys. Guys are big names.
154 ain't got like massive names though. It's not that. It's never been a division that I've even paid, as you can see, paid.
Yeah, I think Terrence could have beat all these guys, honestly, for most of them, like with no issues.
Maybe that's why he was thinking of just skipping up to 160. He's better. There's better names there, isn't it?
Yeah, better tests up there as well. So hopefully,
yeah. He might just want to do that, take a fight at 154 with one of the names that you just mentioned, beat him and just say, you know what, let me go 160, fuck it.
Yeah. Take a fight, take a tune-up fight, then fight Tim.
Yeah.
If he beats Tim, okay, I'm going to move up to 160 now. Forget it.
Yeah, just because I ain't got time. Do you know what I mean? You ain't got time. Time's not on his side.
No, it's not.
I think he needs a tune-up, though. The guy's a consummate professional. He's always in shape.
Sorry, Kenn. Why are you at the front?
Yeah, I think he's always in shape.
What's going on here?
He's got natural ability. I think he just needs a camp. He just needs a full camp, and he can take on any of those at 154. Yeah,
you could. Well, it doesn't seem like there's any stiff competition for him at 154. I was expecting to hear a lot more than that. I was like, oh, don't know.
I'm looking at these names. I'm like, I don't really know any of these guys.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, but there's a lot of no names here.
Yeah, wow. It's a division that I've never paid much attention to. Maybe Beats might know a bit more about it on the British side or something as well. But I know we got, we had Beefy Smith down there, up there, didn't we? Who else did we have?
154.
54. Who have we got at 54?
Well, right now.
Yeah.
BP
was.
Josh Kelly, yeah. Josh Kelly.
Yeah. He could go and beat that. They'll never let Bud beat up a Josh Kelly.
No.
They can't do that.
He's back on his rise after getting that Avenesian.
You saw what Avenesian done to Josh Kelly, and you saw what Terrence done to Avenesian. You know what I mean?
47, that was terrible. So yeah, they won't. That would be they wouldn't do that. I don't know. Then 54 is boring. It's a bit boring. It's a bit of a boring division.
But that fight. I mean, but if Bud fights Tim, that has the potential to be huge, especially in Australia.
That would be good. Yeah.
If it took place in Australia, especially.
Yeah, and they could do. Maybe they could do 2. It's going to be a 2 fight, wouldn't it? Yeah.
They did.
It'd be a rematch.
I think they did something similar with Haney and Combos, isn't it? In the Melbourne Cricket Ground, two big shows out there.
Yeah. Oh God, Cambosos. God.
Yeah. Hey, he's managed to get himself another gig with Lomachenko, isn't he?
I know, mate.
I think that's going to be his last fight at elite level.
Yeah, I think so.
Too. Yeah. Elite level, yeah. Who else will he fight at?
At least he's made some money. At least he's made money. His fourth big fight.
I don't see him sticking around getting bounced up. Maybe he'd be a good gatekeeper. Beats really likes him.
Well, I don't really like him. It's just a style matchup with Lomachenko is okay for him. He'll get the worst of it. But Lomachenko, if you watch the Haney fight, a lot of the flurries weren't hitting. I know a lot of Lomachenko fans think they were, but they weren't. I just think he's been lumped up a lot more.
Yeah, I know. I just think he's going to wash Cambosos. Cambosos just doesn't seem to be of levels, but But yeah, that's where I am with that. I don't think it's going to be.
He peaked when he beat.
Cambosos is getting dropped, by the way.
Yeah, but when he can't better what he did against Timofey Lopez. He can't better that. There was the only way was down after winning that fight.
Yeah, that's his absolute pinnacle, and that was because Timofey was just trash on that day.
Yeah,
right, Timofey again. Timofey will wash him as well. Well, Teofimo, he's the guy that's the unpredictable.
He went headhunting. He went headhunting, didn't he, in that fight?
Yeah, it just depends. But Teofimo Lopez is a way better fighter than George Cambosos.
Maxie Hughes beat him and got robbed.
Maxie Hughes beat him.
He watched him and got robbed, bro.
That's true. Poor Maxie. We'll talk about him in a minute.
I scored that fight 9-3 in Maxie's favor.
I couldn't believe the blatant rock. It's because they wanted to do the fight with Haney, innit, and all of that. I mean, that was after Haney. Hang on, was it?
It was after the Haney fights. Yeah, that was after.
Yeah, it was after Haney. They wanted to keep it in with the Lomachenko thing.
Yeah, so we can probably get the Loma fight. So so
because he got another title fight coming off the loss, didn't he? Loss.
I mean, the Hughes Cambo, that was the final title eliminator.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
okay.
IBF
top rank robbery. That's all it was. Top rank robbery.
Yeah, kept him alive. Loma fight. That's all.
That was highway robbery, boy, with an old style pistol. That was highway robbery. Poor Maxie Hughes, but
AJ, Kenny, Beats. I've got to head out now. Been there for almost 55.
All right, Leon.
Sorry, I couldn't do the whole show. But,
no worries. Thanks, Lee.
Take care, guys.
Lee.
Fight fan figures is left the dizzy. Thanks for joining us, Lee. Yeah, he wasn't actually going to do the show, so because he's got early morning to be arisen. This show we do stick to a 2-hour time limit now, anyway. So we chop it up and go through the gears real quick. Also, okay, so Crawford's back. Fine. Dillian Whyte. Oh, Dillian Whyte. Fight fan Leon, you left because this is also he's like you, Kenn. That is one of his favourite fighters as well. So yeah, it would somebody.
When you talk about Dillian Whyte, you talk about his comeback. When you talk about sport, and you say sport's about money, but when it comes, that is true. But when it's boxing, you need to double that phrase, then double the phrase, and then double that, because boxing is the most forgiving sport when it comes to clearing their fight or forgiving fighters that failed drug tests. So,
yeah, we are.
With Dillian, Dillian is the epitome of a prize fighter who will fight anyone and he'll bring in money. It was a no-brainer that if his test results are inconclusive, to bring him back, and that's what it was. It epitomizes that boxing talks a good game when it comes to performance enhancing drugs, but you can't talk a good game when money is the god. Money is the god of boxing. Not criticising Dillian because the end of the day is his career. But as we mentioned in shows before that, I always believed that the penalties that we were all calling for was just a waste of time because, like I said, boxing, nothing matters in boxing. You can do anything you want in boxing nowadays. Boxing is a bit like football was 20 years ago. As long as you, like in football, as long as you get the 3 points, anything goes. I mean, anything goes. But now there's safeguarding. There isn't the situation in boxing. There's no safeguarding. You don't have any fixed list. As long as a promoter can make money and the fighter can make money, anything goes. And I'm not calling for Dillian to be bland, but him, getting in.
He has fought 3 times.
After he was adjusted for failed his drug test, to actually get back in the sport that quickly, earn money, just shows you everything you need to know about boxing.
Well, did he earn money? Almost why. I'm introducing.
Gloves on. Yeah, he did.
Introducing. It's Kenn, KOK boxing. Ding, 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 ding. What up, Dave? Kaboom. What up, KOK? Thank you for joining us.
Appreciate it. Yeah, Leo sent me a message to jump on for him, so I got him.
Okay. Tag in, tag out. That's all good. I like this, tag in, tag out. Go ahead. Let Kenn say what he was saying. Go ahead. So you think that because he's been do you really think he made any money coming back into that fight?
Look, if you put your gloves on and you get over the ropes, you'll make something. You probably won't make the money that he would have made against Joshua, but he would have got paid.
How much do you reckon that on a real Dillian Whyte got paid for this fight against Hammer?
200.
About $5,000.
You reckon?
At best.
It wasn't even televised, was it?
Wasn't even televised. What had no streaming? Nada.
Yeah, but further down the line, you know that Dillian Whyte in his next fight, as long as he gets with the right people, he's going to earn at least 6 figures. You know it's going to happen.
Well, he's supposed to. He should do. I was thinking to myself, is he blackballed?
Could be.
No way. No one's blackballed in boxing. Unless if you make money, you can't be blackballed in boxing.
So Eddie's going to work with him again? Eddie's going to work with him again?
We saw Bud was blackballed. We've seen people blackballed. Bud's even one of the most decorated fighters in the 4-belt era, and he's having problems.
Dillian won't have problems. Eddie will forgive him because Dillian will put bums in seats.
Forgive him when you fuck about with Eddie's guy Joshua, and you fuck up. Remember when Jerome Miller popped? Eddie still even to this day forgiving him. Yeah. So
Jerome Miller wasn't cleared. Jerome Miller was never cleared though.
No. They've all cheated for the same amount of times. 3 times they've popped.
Yeah. That's true.
There's no difference.
Was Dillian actually banned though? Jarrell was banned and he was actually found guilty because But the thing with Dillian, he's been cleared.
Someone explained to me how Whyte is cleared.
The Texas Commission cleared him. The Texas Commission cleared him. He's got a 10.
Yeah, the Texas Commission cleared him so he can fight.
Yeah, I mean, but that's
how did the Texas? They didn't conduct none of the testing.
Yeah.
Like, who are they? Like, he's been licensed with a Texas license fighting in Britain. How does that work?
It doesn't.
How do they conduct an investigation with Varda?
Beats. What happened 12 years ago at Upton Park? I was at the fight with my wife, and I'm sure you were there. Both Chisora and Hay were fighting under Luxembourg boxing license in an English venue.
Yeah, you can. You can fight as a foreign fighter. But what I'm saying is, who the fuck's Texas when they're at home?
I don't know.
Because they've got Lisa Baumgardner on a Texan license as well. She can do that as well, by the way. So looks like that's where all the drug cheats go. You know where there's the school where if you get chucked out of school, all the bad kids can get into that new secondary school. They just take everyone. That's what Texas looks like. It is.
They can still apply to go university, just like boxers who've been who've banned licenses to still fight for money.
Just take everybody. They just take everyone. Like, well, go over here. We'll give you your license. I mean,
as I said, Lady Chann, as I just said, when you say money is a god in all sports, you've got to double it in boxing, then double the double, then double the double. That's boxing in a heartbeat. It's like that.
Yeah, I mean, Dillian Whyte hasn't had a British Boxing Board of Control license for most of his career since he popped the last time. I don't think he ever got one back anyway. But I'm not sure. I thought he was under Portugal. I
heard that too. I thought that too.
So when I heard Texas was giving it, I was like, I don't know where that one came from. I've just been here in Texas, been giving people Texas Commission, the people for, the pupil referral unit for popped boxers. Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Damn, I'm gonna go to Texas and apply for a license.
That was.
He's playing the cards in Matchroom that are licensed by the British Boxing Board of Control with a Texas license. How does that work? I'm confused. I've been watching boxing a long time. I don't even know what's going on there.
It doesn't work.
He's got this Texas license. I don't even know what's going on.
You beat it doesn't work. It doesn't work.
To go along in boxing.
It doesn't work.
It doesn't make sense, because if it don't make sense, that means there's something a bit Twilight Zone going on there. It's as much Twilight Zone as if that's the real Prince William and is that the real Prince Kate at the minute. Those that are British.
He looked trash. He looked garbage in the fight, Chann. To be honest, he did look no good.
I mean, but if Dillian Whyte is back, if he made his return, okay, so where else could he fight then? If he's not cleared by the British Boxing Board.
You can't fight any boxer that's got a British Boxing Board of Control license either.
So he can't even fight in the UK? I mean, where's he going to fight? Yeah.
Well, he should be able to fight. Okay.
The board has no jurisdiction on VADA testing unless it's Conor Ben. So I don't get listen. It's a big bag of confusion right now. Big bag of confusion.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. It's just there's no cohesiveness in the rules. It's just
None at all.
There ain't no ruls. The only rule in boxing is will a TV company, will a TV station pay the promoter? Then will the promoter pay the fighter? Will fans pay to buy tickets? That's the only rule in boxing. The only rule is green in boxing.
Yeah, but why didn't Coogan go out there and stream the fight for his old mate that gave him the exclusive when he came out?
He interviewed him afterwards. He interviewed him before and afterwards, though.
Yeah, he was there then. He was there, innit?
No, they did it via Teams via Zoom.
Sky Sports uploaded the third round, and it was pretty good quality.
Is it? Yeah, I need to have a look. I took the bits that I saw. He looked out of shape. He's always never got good shape though. His weight just God. Yes, I'm like whatever the weather at the end of the day. To be fair,
I mean, a Christian Hammer, that's not really a good gauge at the stage to see where you are, in terms of levels.
Yeah,
is it? So we still really don't know what he's got left.
Yeah. I've said for a while, Dillian Whyte's washed, in my opinion. I think he's done, to be honest. But meaning done, I just don't think he'll ever get a belt. He's not going to be a world title holder.
No, never.
No, I don't think so. But there are still fight for him. You could fight. Yeah, you could fight a Bacoli. You could fight a Wilder. You could fight.
Joyce, Jarrell Miller. Those are two options.
You could do a Carlos Takam 3. That'd be a trilogy.
Chris Eubank Jr. Chris Eubank Jr. as far as I know, hasn't won a world title, but he still makes big money out of. He still makes money out of fighting. He's a prize fighter.
Chann, did you say there could be a Takam there? I think you ever fought Carlos Takam.
I mean,
did he?
You mean Derek?
Derek, right? Oh, yeah, right. Yeah.
Trilogy, and then do a Carlos Takam. He's got that.
I can't believe those two never fight. That's crazy. I think they'll
always
at some point.
That they have fought always.
I'm surprised they never did.
Yeah,
honestly.
You could do that. We don't want to see a Joseph Parker rematch. There's no reason for Joseph Parker to rematch you because he's on an upwards trajectory now.
Yeah, Parker beats him decisively at this stage. I think he beat him.
There's no reason.
Yeah, easy.
Yeah. There's a few good fights, but I mean, it'd be at gatekeeper level. If he's fine at doing that, then there's a few fights for him. If he thinks he's getting a world title, if he wants to mix it up and the Saudis bring him up Saudis are going to bring him out there for food.
Yeah, if they would. I mean, the guys I mentioned, I'm not even sure
you got to say no.
Yeah, of course. You're going to go out there for that money. You know, yeah. I mean, I don't think he's going to be put in title fights.
I'll be honest with you, like him or Joyce against top 5 contenders right now, it's gonna end bad. They're so behind the 8 ball right now, like in terms of conditioning and
him and Joe.
Yeah,
Joe
they don't.
Shamu the whale.
Yeah, they're not looking impressive.
Oh God!
They're not looking
How are you
impressive.
coming in at nearly 300 pounds, 280 odd pounds?
He was 20 stone, wasn't he?
Yeah. Why? What's happened?
So now you're doing what Zhang is doing, coming in heavier after every fight.
Yeah, but what's he doing?
He's fighting a fight he don't respect or fear. He's fighting something he doesn't respect or fear. So he thinks he can come in that way.
I just saw a bit, and I just was like, yeah, I didn't even watch the Cash Ali.
I watched it. I watched it because
I skipped it too. I don't watch it.
Do tell what happened. Yeah, do tell.
No. Well, basically, what happened is that all Cash Ali was doing was just throwing a right hand, which was bouncing off Joe Joyce's head. He was actually quite a tough customer, but Joe Joyce, he looked slow in the ring, looked overweight, and it was only in the the 10th and final round that he actually wore him down and caught him. It was just a succession of body punches that were getting the better of Ali. But let's face it, Cash Ali only had one tactic. There was no jab. It was just a overhand right, caught him, and that was his game plan. I mean, it was actually quite funny because his trainer Richard Towers was ruining him because was actually calling him a pussy in between rounds.
Really?
He was. Richard Towers was calling Cash Ali a pussy because he wasn't mixing it. That all he was doing was taking punches, turning his back, and then going for that right hand. It was that bad a fight. It was Joe Joyce. Finally got him out of there. But you're thinking, I don't know what happened. I don't know what the fights with Zhang took out of him. But really and truly, mate, Joe Joyce is best. He comes in about 8.5 stone at his best. But
yeah.
Hey, the thing about it is, like, I think that's a sign. Oh, I'm sorry.
Introducing. It's Ricky Ricardo, mi hermano. En el edificio. Ya tú sabes. Hey, Ricky.
Hey, how's it going, people?
Todo bien.
Hey, Chann.
I'm here, man. Everything good.
Ricky.
Long time. There, you're back.
Yes. I'm never away, Chann. Sometimes I'm doing things. I'll be, but I'm always listening to you until the show.
I know.
So, yeah. So I chime in when I get some time. So, just want to chop it up, talk some boxing, sip a little tequila, relax,
Oh, tequila.
Just a wee bit. Just a little bit.
Just a wee bit. I remember you said that your daughter was in university in Scotland. I remember.
Yes. I'll be there I'll be in that area in June.
Woo!
Mm-hmm.
You're in the same land, Sister Chann.
Congratulations.
Yes. Thanks, AJ. Appreciate it, man.
King. Sorry, go ahead.
Good.
I chime in because
just real quick. I mean, the thing about Joyce, why you may feel like that is he's already an older fighter, but any older fighter to stave off their age, the least you have to do is stay in some kind of shape. And to come in like that, regardless of who the opponent is, it just not a good look. It's like I said about Zhang a couple weeks ago, man. It's like, bro, what are you doing? like, are you being serious, or is the little paydays that good? Because Ali was like picture perfect opponent. He's just slow, and Kenn say kind of had this one awkward kind of like thing he was trying to do. It was pathetic. So it was a nice little layup punching bag fight for him. But it's like Joyce, I don't see once the helmet got cracked and the juggernaut was proven mortal. It's a wrap. Yeah. So. Yeah, he can still he can be in some good fighters. I don't know. Maybe there's some good young heavyweights to come up. And maybe if he gives them some opportunity, maybe some work, you might get some kind of miracle upset against somebody you don't expect them to win. But that's it. You know, he's just not going to never be a tireless. It's just a done deal to me.
He's not. And he's like, all I need is one more fight. I think this fight, I got into the winners column, and I think I could, you know, get right back in the mix.
By the way, Cash Ali didn't try to bite him, did he?
Bro, from your going the distance near enough with a Cash Ali, that pretty much says what level you're at. Let that have been Joshua fighting off a loss going to a Cash Ali.
Oh God.
People was up in Raws with, and when he had a Mahmoud Char, he was like, "No, don't worry, I'm not going that low, people." Do you remember when you come up? No, don't worry, won't be him. Won't be him.
Yeah, well,
yeah.
Joe is that's how far he's fallen off, though. That he's had to take Cash Ali. You know what I mean?
He's fallen right off. I mean, we all know Christian Hammer's washed as well. We all knew this. He's been washed. Been in with like everyone. Got a great resume, but he's washed. He's been wiped. Is he journeyman status yet?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah. The last time he fought was 2022, and that was against Joyce, where he got stopped.
Stopped in four.
Oh, yeah. And Joyce didn't look good.
Division.
Yeah, but no, Joyce didn't even look good in that fight with Hammer.
No, he took hella right hands from Hammer.
Yam them punches like it was his dinner, boy.
Wow. Can you just do sort of like how do you do it? You know, sliding doors moment. Joe Joyce puts in a very good performance against Joseph Parker. We all think Joseph Parker is washed. Joseph Parker's made a massive comeback since the Joseph Parker fight since Joe Joyce fought Joseph Parker. Sliding doors moment. Dan Hill, the fight that we thought was washed, now has got two magnificent performances. Boxing's a funny old sport sometimes, you know.
It is, but I just don't think that pertains to them two cats. I'm sorry, I don't see them having no big reinsurgence at the age of 38 and 36.
Call me crazy. I think Joe Parker could beat Joe Joyce in a rematch.
Joe Parker's only about 32, isn't he? He's about 32. He's only 32.
He's only 32. So you've got youth versus the old lot. They ain't getting their second wind. Their second wind came when they was 34. That's done now. They're now 38. You've got Joseph Parker 32. You've got AJ 34. You got Tyson Fury 35. Whyte 36. Usyk 37. Joe Joyce 38.
Where's the young fighters though? Where's the young fighters come from? Where's the next batch of heavyweights? Where 40, are they coming from?
And Wilder 38. Zhang 40. Carlos Takam 42. Them lot are all going to be leaving in a bit. It'll only be Joseph Parker.
Time for the new wave.
It'll be Anthony Joshua just for a little minute with Parker. Anthony Joshua then leaves, and then you got Parker. I believe that Parker's going to be like a world title. He's going to be a unified title. He's going to be the next kind of heavyweight that's just going to be doing stuff because them lot are all cleared out. Belts will be vacated. Parker's definitely going to be the guy. He's going to have a little. I reckon you're going to see Parker have about a 4-year reign, at least 4 or 5 year reign.
Are you talking after Usyk outboxes Fury?
Yeah,
retires?
Yeah,
Joseph Parker. Yeah.
No, I know, but I'm saying though, once Fury beats, Usyk beats Fury, those belts will be released. So yeah.
They all go. Joseph Parker's got another 5 years, 6 years. He wants with his company.
No.
I mean, who's he got coming up? What, Moses or Toma? Who else have you got? You got
Parker won't dominate that division. Joseph Parker will not dominate that division.
I believe he'll be a unified champion.
He could get a belt though. I don't think he'll
have 2 belts.
I think he can pick up a belt. I
believe he'll be unified, not undisputed, unified. Meaning like 3 belts.
He rejuvenated himself to some degree. You know, I like what I've seen.
He didn't even win that fight against Chann. He didn't even win.
I think towards the end he did because I think Zhang was right.
Zhang didn't do anything.
Zhang didn't do anything.
He 2 knockdowns. He won the first 2 rounds, in my opinion, Zhang. 2 knockdowns.
It was a close win. Yeah, it was a close
win. I gave
Zhang tired and Zhang thought he was ahead and didn't do anything.
I gave Zhang
Zhang just ran out of gas.
Yeah, I gave Zhang the knockdowns on one of the early rounds out of that. Yeah, I gave Zhang 3 rounds. I was like, I don't need to do a point score and rewatch on this. But I mean, yeah, Zhang.
I had Parker edging it just slightly.
Yeah.
But those knockdowns helped Zhang, but he ran out of gas going down the stretch. I mean, championship rounds are everything.
Championship rounds, he didn't do anything. I think the 12th he didn't throw a punch.
How do you have an edge? Like when Zhang just didn't throw any shots.
Midway through the fight, he had an edge, but going towards the later rounds, he didn't. Parker just took over.
I didn't win
The dog came out in him.
Yeah,
So,
he didn't win. He didn't win from going from rounds like 5.
Yeah, well, if he wins the first 2 and then 2 10-8s, then how does Parker win?
Yeah, I just had Zhang winning 3 rounds. That's it. That's all I had. I couldn't see that it was some close fight. It wasn't a great fight, but it was easy to score though.
I think Joseph Parker was just very elusive towards the championship rounds, hard to hit, and Zhang was a statue.
Do you know in the 12th round, Zhang didn't land one punch.
Yep.
Not one. His average punches landed throughout the fight was 3 punches. What, guys? How did you have this as a close fight?
Yeah, but the 10-8 rounds does bring it a bit closer. Look what happened with Wilder and Tyson Fury, the first fight. Those 2 10-8 rounds.
Average landing 3. That's 12, 24, 30. That's 36.
The only way you have him winning is you have had to give Parker. I mean, you would have to have gave Parker 7 or less rounds. 7 makes a draw. 6 he loses the fight. So if you felt like that's the only way you could score that, and I don't think Zhang won those 6 rounds or 5 rounds. He didn't, but you know that's the only way you can score it. That way, 2 knockdowns. He would have to have law. Basically, if Parker wins 8 rounds, he wins the fight regardless of the knockdowns.
Because when we're calling this fight live, you're not listening to the commentator. So when I watched it yesterday, right, with the commentary, and I heard the stats, I was like, oh, hell no. Even if without stats, I was like, the geezer averaged 3 landed punches a round. Come on. What was you lot watching?
That's with 2 knockdown rounds. So some of them rounds he didn't land nothing. So, yeah, I mean.
Please get the fuck out of here, man. It's my night.
Anyway, as usual, where are we? We are in the booties.
In the building. In the booties.
So moving on to Zepeda, the return. Oh God, this is I've got to do this one. We knew that was going to happen, though, didn't we? We knew. Oh, Maxie, we love you. We love you, Maxie. We do. Our IBO, our former IBO champ.
That was catchy.
It's a football. It's a football chant. That's what we use here. Yeah, for our team. Yeah, so it's you just put anyone's name, it catches. Listen, Maxie Hughes never stood. Not even a puncher's chance because he can't punch. So that was out of. Do you know what I mean? We knew that weren't going to happen. He got fucked up. They should have took it. I couldn't believe they sent him back in. What was it for the 3rd round? Why did they do that to him? I was like, he should have been just taken. He done good in the 1st round. Gave him the 1st round. As soon as Zepeda just started the output. Listen, Zepeda averages at 1,000 punches a round. Is that making any sense to any of you?
Did you say 1,000? Did you say 1,000?
1,000.
Holy Lord.
1 per round. Like he averages more punches per round than what did they say? Then Maxie Hughes has had knockouts or something that they equated it to. Obviously, you're not going to have 1,000 knockouts, but there was something that they equated it. Maxie Hughes, I was like, damn.
So does anybody feel that Zepeda Shakur is on the horizon, or is that going to marinate a little bit?
He should do what?
Zepeda and Shakur.
Zepeda's is mandatory challenge.
Let's talk about this fight first and foremost before we move him around with other people. Let's just talk about the fight that's at hand. So, what did you guys see? Kenn, I'm not sure. Did you see the fight? Zepeda.
No, I didn't. If I have to bow to you guys, you guys give me like the reports of that fight.
Late night ones, yeah. Late night.
It was a late one.
Yeah, it was a late one. Yeah, it was. So yeah. But Kenn, there's also you catch them on they're still on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Zone will play that whole thing back over sometimes on YouTube, so it's kind of easy.
Yeah, they put them back on YouTube, even if it's just coming on the Zone. All right, Edward, let's go with you. Kickstart.
Like you said, Maxie Hughes didn't have the artillery keep Zepeda off him. Zepeda just threw punches at will, came forward, combinations to the body, to the head. I mean, it's a type of fight. Maybe it's a showcase fight, and he did exactly what you're supposed to do. Go in there, fuck around. Make a dude like Matt Hughes look good. Hughes look good by moving around or letting him look like he's in the fight. He just threw punches and wasn't worried about getting hit. He got some pretty good motor. Like I said, variable punches. He can throw it. He has a decent jab as well. It was a good fight. I mean, for what it was a good, nice little showcase fight.
No, they said it's 1,000 punches per round. People in the chat are going, do you mean 100 punches per round?
That's not tripping. 1,000. How's he throwing it?
1,000. Okay, so Alexander Usyk. What was it? Could I have got it wrong? Usyk, when they calculated Usyk's high volume of how much, what was Usyk's stats of how much he throws per round? Was he like, maybe he was like, as a heavyweight, he throws as a heavyweight 700-800 punches for the whole entire fight, which is fast for a heavyweight. Yeah. No, I'm gonna recheck. It was Sergio. It was 1,000 per round. Averages, not every single time, but that was what the average is. It wasn't 100. 100 per round is not hard to do for come forward. For Mexican fighters.
Punches around. No, he ain't throwing 100.
1,000. They said it. Sergio was like 1,000 punches per round.
No one's ever threw 1,000 punches around. No one ever.
So
it's not possible. 100 is high volume. So him saying 1,000, like I remember back in the day, guys, 100 is high. 1,000 is impossible.
Maybe he was just exaggerating, and I didn't get the joke when he was like 1,000 punches around. Yeah, maybe
he was exaggerating, man, because that's statistically impossible for a dude to do 1,000 in a fight. It's a high.
If you throw 1,000 punches around, you're going to jail for manslaughter or murder.
He'd have to have superhuman speed, literally, to throw that much.
That would be 3 punches per second.
Literally. In depth, because he was like, he throws 1,000 punches. He averages 1,000, but maybe he was just saying it in jest then.
Yeah, he's being in jest.
Or misspoke. That happens in, when you're in public speaking, sometimes you say things, it's like, oh, shit.
So it was like 1,000 punches around. I was like, yeah. No, I think he was exaggerating, and I didn't get the memo.
Yeah, he might have been on the juice.
Chann, yeah, you'd have to be on some. Yeah, that's some Super Saiyan shit. Yeah.
Please get the fuck out of here, man. It's my night.
I'm not worthy. Sorry, I took the joke too literally with my British sense of humor. I was like, God damn. I took it. You know me, stats.
Cuffs, man. You can't hit nobody no 1,000.
Well, maybe he does 1,000 for the old fight then, doesn't he? 1,000 for the old
fight. Yeah, that makes more sense.
Yeah, that makes more sense. Because they were saying that Usyk's output was like 700 punches for a whole fight, which is high output for a heavyweight because he's come from cruiser. So I would think they're talking about, Sergio is 1,000 for the old fight. Averaging, yeah. And maybe he just said per round, but yeah, he throws punches in bunches. Yeah, and he does. And we saw him just up the ante round 2. Adesanya was all over from round 2. What did the fight stop? What did they stop the fight in round 4 with Hughes?
They pulled him out at the end of the third, I believe.
Oh, is that
end of the third? Or either end of the third or end of the fourth? One of the two.
It was the end of the fourth.
End of the fourth, yeah.
Yeah, Daniel Agnew said Chann Zepeda has actually thrown 1,000 punches in the whole fight a few times, actually. Yeah, in the whole fight. Yeah, that's how much output that he does have. I mean, I feel that they shouldn't have said end of the fourth, innit, Dan? Yeah, it was end of the fourth. Because I was like, why did they send him in for the third? The second it already started turning up. You already saw him being slaughtered. He just didn't have the power just to keep Zepeda off. Then the third round, his face was already getting busted. I don't know why they put him in for the third round. And then they put him in. All right. Then they put him in for the fourth round. They really had their fighter on a death wish, didn't they? God.
Well, it was a big opportunity, so that they had to give him every opportunity to see if he could turn it around.
Yeah. He was getting busted up. He was getting broken down by the second round. It was sad. Anybody picked anything that would have expected anything different? Was there any way that he was going to win the fight?
No.
Not really.
No.
He had issues with his passport, though, didn't he? He had issues with his passport.
Oh, yeah, I heard your commentary. I think I heard that today.
He had issues. He had issues with what?
Like he set out, was it 11 or 12 days before the fight, and then they sent him back to Heathrow.
Oh yeah, visa issues. Yeah, right. Yeah.
Visa issues. Yeah.
I mean, but Chann, I just give my take. I didn't watch it either. I figured it was going to be a foregone conclusion when the fight was announced. I'm like, this is going to be a fucking Maxi's about to get just fucking destroyed. Like, I mean, like, dude, why would you take a fight like this?
We said it. I said Maxi
is fucking relentless, man. You know what I mean? I mean, but it's funny. Like you mentioned the 1,000 punches. Just imagine, like, say somebody like Artur Beterbiev did something like there would be nothing left of the opponent at all. Like they would be erased from existence.
Being dust, would you? Punches around. Shut up, Sergio. There's British people like me that took that literally. Stop. Yeah.
You good though. I mean, but I didn't think it'd be a mismatch, and it was. I mean, credit. I mean, I heard Maxi showed a good heart. He was kind of tough, but unfortunately,
he was. Yeah. I felt really bad for him. I did. Yep. I remember when Devin Haney was thinking of fighting him at 135.
Yeah, I heard that was being talked about. I figured it would be a Devin win.
God, that would have been mad boring.
I mean, but I think
two purest boxers. Oh God, that would have been really boring. That fight. A drained Devin Haney at that. Yeah, it wouldn't.
Devin would have the edge and power though between the two. I think so.
Devin would have Devin would have been the strong geezer out of that for that. Yeah, I know. It was sad. I felt he's got heart, but yeah, I feel like they should have pulled him out at least a round before.
But now I've seen people going overboard with the Zepeda hype. He beats everybody in the top 10 at lightweight.
I know. He don't.
Come on now. Come on.
They're tripping, man.
Yeah, what do you guys think about it? Is it overboard or no?
Yeah, it is. It is. It's still too. I mean, like a lot. I see a couple guys in particular who could, beat him and give him issues. That's Shakur and Raymond Murataya. I highly rate those guys, especially even though Shakur is coming off a bad showing. But I think Zepeda is now ranked number 1 with the WBC, so that makes him Shakur's mandatory. So,
yeah.
At 27 years old, he should. It's funny to me. Maybe this was just a stay busy fight, but he should be in a gear to be fighting some more effective opponents right now. I mean, because I don't want to hear that he'll be there. Look, these guys. Look, I'm not trying to say there's just a certain style of boxers that we see that they're busy and they all look good against certain guys, and then all of a sudden, you wait for them to step up. Ortiz or whatever at 154, and he had Jaime Munguia for a long. Like these guys, their volumes beating up dudes, and it's like you got to do it against somebody that actually can get you up off them or stop you from even getting close to them. And Shakur and some of the guys, the top dudes at 135 are that guy, can do that. I mean, keeping it real, like he doesn't even have like a Lomachenko or there's nobody there where you can say like, oh, he had a good showing against that guy. So yeah, it's hype right now until he does something for real.
Zepeda, right?
Yeah, Zepeda.
Yep.
By the way, he's ready. I'm not saying that he can't do it, but like it's time to prove it. Don't tell me about he beats everybody and then have all these fantasy matchups. And no, it's time. Shakur is right there. He'll go ahead and oblige you. and it'd probably be a good fight because, like I said, his style would make Shakur have to fight him. So that's
yes, it would. Yes, it would. Yeah, a guy with a work rate like that, like
Shakur's going to have to be super duper elusive, not get caught. He's got good. He's a different level of Maxi Hughes. So I have full faith. In Shakur. It'd be. I think even though it's too pure. I mean, one pressure fighter against with a top level that can be deemed sometimes as a boring fighter. I like watching Shakur, but yes, he has been boring. I think it keep Shakur on his toes. I don't want to say on his bike, but you'd have to be entertaining, but also be that entertaining on your bike. Can't just be like how you did with De Los Santos. Not that vibe. That can't run.
If somebody can, maybe in the chat or one of you guys can pull up, what are the dimensions? Because if I'm remembering correctly, Zepeda has a good reach, especially for being a volley puncher. I could see that being something that Shakur would have to contend with.
69 inches, 69 and a half inches.
And what about Shakur?
Oh, sorry, but hold on, let me see.
Shakur's like 5.
He's so mad after.
He's a runner. He's a track star. What's going on? Why are you running in a box? Do you know how to box?
Cross promotional. They have to make shit happen. We'll see. De La Hoya's been saying some shit. I know Zepeda called him out. So we'll see what happens. I mean, I didn't see the fight with Maxi Hughes. I just saw the highlights because that fight I was out and about. I was like, I already.
The whole fight
who was going to win it.
I think Bob Arum already said he's open to making it as well.
Shakur is shorter than him. He's 5'8", and his reach is less. He only has 68 inches.
That's going to make it an interesting fight. It'll make it an interesting fight.
He does.
Shakur would be the favorite.
But say that about Zepeda. He does extend his punches, so it's not like he just got phantom length. He does have. I mean, it would be. That's a pretty good matchup. If Shakur dusts him, then it's like, oh,
yeah,
shut everybody up for a while.
Yeah. I think that's a damn good fight, and I think
that's the fight he needs to get him back on top. Everybody will be forgetting about the De Los Santos fight if he fought and beat Zepeda decisively. So,
yeah, I hope they make it.
It makes money, especially here in the States on the West Coast. It'll make money. You put ass in seats. It'll be an entertaining fight.
Yeah. I think it next. Shakur needs a fight, so.
He does. We'll see what happens. We'll see what Bob and Oscar do. Those guys got to talk, and then we'll see. Because there may be a situation where they may want to have each fighter have another fight. And then, the whole bullshit of, let him marinate. Like, no, if you guys are calling them out now. So I would like to see Top Rank's response, Shakur and Bob, their response to what happened the other night.
Yeah, Bob said he's open to do it. He said it's the fight's a phone call away that they want it.
All right, we'll see what happens then, won't we?
Yeah, 135 is reloaded again. I mean, that's the funny part. So let's get it going.
Yeah. I'm all about unifications and being undisputed. That's the whole reason why I watch the sport, right? So that's me.
Oh my, amen, brother.
Yeah, me too. So hopefully they can get that on. And who else have we got on? Okay, but ask the question that you were saying, Ricky, that about. As I said, let's talk about that fight. Have we gone into who you want to see Zepeda with?
I would like to see Zepeda with any of the top guys there. I wouldn't mind seeing him in there with Lomachenko. I wouldn't mind seeing him in there with Tank. That's going to be the caveat there, because if you're trying to unify a division and fight fights, then I don't know if that fight's going to happen, because again, whenever you're dealing with this guy and his team, there's always some shit going on. That's the downside.
Yeah.
Well,
I think Zepeda's entertainment. He's in it. Oh, go ahead, buddy.
Hey, the only good thing about the fact that Zepeda, since he's handled by Golden Boy, is they actually do some business with them. So maybe there's a minor chance of that. But man, I don't know, man. Tank Davis, I don't see him fight. I mean,
no.
He ain't fighting no Zepeda.
No, he's not. No, yeah.
He's gonna sit there and float, and what he's gonna do is gonna get this fight against Frank Barter, and then he's gonna fight the fucking winner between Cruz and goddamn Rowley.
And they're gonna sell it as a whole 140-pound champion and those of it. Yeah,
exactly what's happening. They already said it up.
I mean, this time the actual title will be on the line. They usually promote Reggie belts as actual title fights, but this time the actual one will be on the line though.
Yeah.
So,
have you not hit the like button? And make sure you've hit the like button. yes, make sure everybody when you come in, you just hit the motherfucking like, because you can have people in there and then like we always see this, don't we? Beats, they just don't hit the like. They just don't like, do they?
Hit the like, man. Hit the like.
Hit the like.
Sure.
But I know I'd rather see Zepeda. I'd like to see Zepeda against Raymond Morataya. Order that.
Morataya, I like him. Yeah.
If if he doesn't fight Shakur next directly, I like that to get ordered as a final eliminator between Zepeda and Morataya. Then the winner gets Shakur.
Okay. So what should Shakur do? Just wait out for a while.
I mean, if it doesn't happen, if the fight doesn't happen with Zepeda like next, I wouldn't mind seeing Zepeda and Morataya. Then
what if Zepeda doesn't fight Shakur next? Who should Shakur fight next? Now I heard he was on there. He was like, "I'll do the Devon fight." Look, no, it's too late now.
Who else could he unify? Who was the champion there? Why
he's now talking about he'll go and fight Devon? Devon was like, and someone said, "Well, would you still take the 25? We can't go back on that now, Shakur. That's just done and dusted." But go ahead. Sorry. Who would you put him?
There is a vacant title.
I'm actually not too sure. Nobody else.
There is a vacant title, right? Is it the IBF? If I'm not mistaken.
Lomachenko and George are about to fight for that.
That's right. What's the other one though? There's another one then.
WBO.
There you go.
Navarrete was just announced to fight for that too. Somebody else. I'm not sure who it is. But,
is it?
I can't forget about Navarrete. Oof.
I would honestly fight him.
Who's Matias fighting?
Matias.
Who's
Liam Paro. That's gonna go ahead.
Yeah, DLC.
I thought they canceled that one.
That's what I thought. It's back on apparently.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's will happen June 15th.
Yeah.
Okay.
Matias, he's another one, man. Action.
Yeah. That's gonna be a good fight. Well, yeah. I mean, I'm probably gonna have to edge it to Matias, but yeah, it's not. I don't think it's going to be a walk in the park. What people think, because Liam Paro, what's the last fight I just see him come off at? Where
Liam Paro knocked out Montana Love. He showed him there was no love.
Yeah, it was Montana.
Yeah, but Montana's not all that though, is he? Montana ain't all that.
No. After the Spark fight, I'm like, nah, this dude ain't it.
I still love him, but I mean, he ain't got no power either. I'm damn self. But yeah. Okay, yeah, so I'm going to give it to Matias for sure.
Did Love get knocked out the ring? Why do I think not Love? No. Was it Love?
Took a beat down.
No, he
played
Spark out the ring.
That was with Sparks where they did that.
Yeah. I was like, somebody fell out the ring, and I remember
Spark
his name.
dropped
That's
him like
right.
2 times. Then he put
Australia.
That's right.
Australia put Montana Love on notice, boy. Listen,
that's what I said after Paro slept him. I'm like, Australia's his kryptonite.
Yeah, don't fight anyone from a land down under.
Yeah, that's a slip, man. That's going to be a good fight because then we're going to see for real because he can hit, man. If people just think that that he's just going to walk over Paro, they're tripping.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not going to be a walk in the park.
I'm surprised. I'm glad he took that because, like I said, he's not going to get But that's a tough fight. Now, if he smashes him and dusts him out four rounds, you're gonna see a lot of dudes talking about going to 147. So
yep. I mean, but if Superreal makes Paro quit again, like if he makes him quit again, then nobody's gonna fight him after that. Unfortunately, I don't think. I mean, the only person I heard would be Devin.
Well, no one will fight Paro.
No. If Superreal makes Paro quit, like he did his last 4 opponents.
Yeah, because he boogeyman. Yeah.
I don't see anybody stepping up to willingly fight him. I mean, except maybe Devin. So
I think a good fight if Matteo beats Paro, a fight I would like to see and I've been wanting to see, and I hope it does happen at some point. We'll see. Is Matias and Teofimo. I think that would be an action-packed fight.
Yeah, I don't think Teo.
And we're talking unification.
That's smoke, man.
I'm thinking Teo's up for that. Honestly,
I don't think he's up for it.
I'm just saying, I think that would be a damn good fight.
No, I agree.
Fight. Yeah. But I just don't think Teo would be taking that, man. His soul will leave the booties in. Trust me. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not.
So many fights Teo could actually win at 140. It's just I don't know, man.
He's inconsistent. It's very.
He's not consistent. Yes, Chann. Thank you.
He has up and down performances.
That's his problem.
Up and down performances constantly.
Yeah, that's his problem.
Yeah, that's his problem, mate. But oh well. And Who else have we got? So Zepeda, we covered that. Okay, so now we want to just let everybody know it's the weekly wrap up. Shiggity work before we go on to our next topic.
Payday. You want payday? I know that.
All right, so we've got CANELO in the booties in. Well, I managed to catch just before coming on air the face-off with Jaime. I literally only caught the face. I didn't hear any of the prior conversation, what they was having. I was like, oh shit, I didn't even know. I was out. I don't know what's happened. But so I caught that, and it was hella respectful. It was hella respectful.
CANELO go out. He's a hell of a fighter, man.
We know.
McGregor did lose. He lost on the ground. He didn't lose standing up. So he's a hell of a fighter, and he's a very, very tough
He's a hell of a fighter. That I just thought that Munguia was very respectful. Not saying that you got to be disrespectful, but it was like, so you
I know why that was.
It was like, and that makes me just like be like, I don't know. You're gonna see 12 rounds.
Do what I do best, you know. That's a sight to get the fans what they want to see, you know. At the end of the day, no one wants to see a 12-round fight. It's a whole bunch of heavyweights up here, and we're the hard hitters. And at the end of the day, people have things to do.
Hate it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to see 12 rounds of that fight. Don't let that go point. I want to see a fucking knockout. You beats Munguia. Is Beat still there?
Munguia, and he'll put up a good fight. He's probably Canelo's probably his idol. That's all it was. Probably a bit starstruck. You get over that.
That's what it looks like. Yeah, but you got to look at him as public enemy number 1. That's how you got to look at him. Yeah, you got public enemy.
Plus, McGee probably doesn't want to make him angry. You know, we saw what happens when he gets angry.
I need that actually. You don't like me.
That's Munguia's temperament, though. He's not. He's just vanilla bread. You know, he's just there.
He's a nice laddie, isn't he? Yeah, he's not horrible.
He's humble guy, humble kid. So
whatever is lacking in the press conference, will make up for it in the ring because it's going to be a fan-friendly fight. I think I see Munguia's. Yes, he's polished to some degree. Defense isn't there. I see Canelo taking advantage of that, and I see him just countering all night. And I think you're going to see some flurries. You're going to see some. Munguia's he's got the reach. He's got the height. He's going to extend those arms, and he's going to land some good combinations. I see Canelo working up the swivel a little. There's going to be roars in the crowd, but I think at the end of the day, I think Canelo probably punishes him to the body. And I could see a UD, maybe, maybe even a possible Munguia taking the knee. We'll see.
Yeah, body, even Munguia, he got a chin, boy. He do got a chin, but Canelo
he does have a chin.
Yeah, he's got a chin.
I'm kind of already envisioning on how the fight's going to go. I think that both of them will come forward, but as McGee keeps getting picked off by counters, he'll back up and try to weather the storm and make him more competitive. But he's just going to keep getting countered and hit. I see. But it's just a question whether or not he gets stopped or not. That's just the thing, whether he holds up throughout the 4-round distance. Because we know Canelo's he's going to march forward and look to counter. That's all he's going to do. Then just load up on every shot. So
that's what he does. Kenn, how do you see Jaime Munguia faring well or not faring so well with Canelo Alvarez?
I can see UD, unanimous points of it. I just think there's going to be we're going to see in the ring. There's a gulf, not just in experience and class as well. I don't see this going any other way. I really do think that by the time it gets to the championship rounds, Canelo would probably be 3 rounds up anyway. I don't see this to being a close fight at all. I really don't.
Canelo be 3 rounds up even if he got dropped for the first 3 rounds.
Yeah, I know. We know We know there's a kind of a Canelo tax when it comes to big fights, but I think on this occasion, I just think experience and know how to ring.
They don't need to be one of this fight because it's literally it's a very winnable fight for Canelo. Yeah, I just see it as
winnable.
Very.
Look,
I want it to end in stoppage. I do. I'd love a stoppage.
It might.
You ain't stoppage. It'll be a wide points victory.
Yeah, that's what I got a UD. But I do think it's going to be very fan friendly, and I'm waiting to see what the undercard's going to look like.
Well, he's looked better under Freddie Roach in the last couple of fights. He's getting, his defense has tightened up a little bit. It's not the greatest, but it's better than where Jaime was. And I thought he looked really good against Ryder.
Yeah, I think he showed a lot more boxing ability and acumen in that fight.
Yeah, he looked like a boxer puncher. And then I've seen him look crazy against Derevyanchenko, Spike, Sullivan.
Dude, he got pieced up against Derevyanchenko. Dude, honestly, you could argue he should have been stopped in that 5th round when he got lit up.
Yeah, he should have had an L there.
Yeah. I mean, because if Derevyanchenko took that punishment, the fight would have been waved off.
That would have been waved off. And it was Spike. Was it Spike Sullivan as well, Beats? He fought.
Yeah, he did.
Sullivan did very well until he got stopped in like the 6th round or something. But we knew he was going to get stopped. But we didn't know how good he was going to look against Jaime. I think that's when he was like, "Oh hell no, I'm going to have to change coaches." I think he changed after Derevyanchenko. That's when he went to Freddie Roach, right?
Oh yeah, that's correct. That's correct. Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Oh, he did. And then went there, and then change. And he's looking better. So I mean, but I just don't think he's not going to be able to contend with Canelo. I don't see Canelo losing this fight at all.
Viva Mexico, cabrones!
Yeah. I mean,
I think it'll be a tough fight. I think it's going to be tough. I think it's going to be a very tough fight.
Yeah, because Jaime's a strong fucking lad. Walks you down.
Could be an upset.
Oof.
It is boxing.
Well, yeah. Well.
He's a queen, but this is going to sleep. He's a queen, but this is going to sleep.
Really?
If Canelo does lose, the first person to talk shit is going to be David.
You can't, David.
Hey, man,
leave us alone for a minute, David. Go ahead.
I think the thing about it is because I think because I want the best out of boxing, I want to give Munguia a chance in the sense, but I just think he's a pressure fire. But he's like, to me,
he's a bit of a pressure fire, but also can counter.
He's like a big Leo Santa Cruz with power, and to me, that's a problem. And so it's like
he throws these little punches.
Yeah, he throws more punches, and they're a little more heavier. But I think you gotta that putting him in the box of a traditional Mexican fire. I think you gotta be a little nastier, and you got, especially as a pressure fire being Canelo, because Canelo, we haven't seen him. He's lost to outboxers. So if you bring it, you have to make it look, to beat Canelo, you have to make it look overwhelming where you can't get robbed. So he's gonna have to really go for it, and I don't know if he has that fire. And I don't know if Canelo starts popping him with some counters, because Canelo's an excellent counter puncher. He starts popping him, and he feels strong. And that's the other thing. It's like the size thing is what I'm wondering about. Is Jaime a big guy that's been shrinking down all this time, or is he a dude that they've been trying to push up into 168 when he probably would be more suited for 160?
Yeah, on the night when he rehydrates, he's going to be a big lad.
So with that being said, Chann, do you guys feel that Munguia is a good fight before Benavidez? Look at the size, look at the dimensions. They both are punches and bunches. They both of them guys walk around closer to 200 than anything else.
Yeah, well, David definitely walks over 200 pounds, by the way. That's a fact. Yeah, I know someone in his gym, he walks over.
Yeah, when he was a teenager, he was like 250 pounds when he was a teenager.
Last fight, he came in as heavyweight. In his last fight, Benavidez came in at about 200
against Demetrius.
205 pounds or something like that. He came
in the Andre fight. That's how much he weighed.
203. Wow. I think he came in 203 pounds.
Damn, Demetrius never stood a chance, then did he?
Big lad. That's what I'm saying. So I mean, yeah. I'm looking forward to that fight. I was never opposed to this fight. I was opposed to a Charlo fight. I didn't want to see that. But with a Munguia fight, do you think it's going to end with a Benavidez? Because I was watching Stephen Espinosa talking about, Canelo calls his own shots. He's been his own, guy for a minute. And stop going with the narrative that Canelo left the PBC because the PBC don't have no money. You don't have no money. You don't. That's why you're the rank tooth and nail to do this Canelo thing. Don't act like you've got truffles and truffles of money. You ain't. He was trying to save face, but he was like, Canelo can look where he needs to look and where he wants to go. But he would, as a fight fan, he would like to see the David Benavidez fight materialize somehow.
What does Steven Espinosa even do now?
I have no clue.
Well, he was on Fight Hub. He was on Fight Hub saying that this was earlier today. I saw it. He was on Fight Hub saying that the door is still open for the Benavidez fight. It's still on the table. So I don't know where he stands.
Canelo paydays are getting short, man. That Benavidez fight I don't see it. Look, that's a travesty if we don't get to see that fight. If this is a warmer for it, excellent. September it drops, cool. But like the amount of money that he be demanding, it's like, bro, it's getting like you can't get easy pay. Boxing is drying up over here in America. So these dudes that think they can suck up money like that, let's be honest. Every payday that Canelo gets, guys, that's 4 or 5 fights you're not gonna get. That's just how it is over here right now.
Yeah.
You give him 40, 50, you give him that money. There's 4 or 5 fights you want to see that they're going to be arguing over. And we're not talking about where they're arguing over 10 million. We're talking about where they don't have 3 million to pay them. So that's the problem with him. So if he takes this fight, it's not the one that we, particularly I want to see at this time, but I do think it's a decent matchup compared to all the other shit we were hearing about. And then he got to fight Benavidez. If he doesn't, then what else is there to do? Just go retire or do something else because we can't keep it. They can't keep paying and do overwhelming money for mediocre, not mediocre, but for him, when you get paid 50 million, it's mediocre fights when you got dudes that you're bringing up. This is not, but still, it's not. Maybe this is like a high B plus, but it's not that challenge that we're looking for. So he got to do it. Otherwise, the paydays end because, like I said, people are supporting this. This is actually a fight that how I feel about Canelo. I mean, I keep it real. I know he's a drug cheat. I don't like certain things about him, but I will actually watch and pay for this fight because it's a decent matchup. But he got to fight Benavidez next. There's no other opponents that are going to be acceptable outside of like the winner of the 175ers. I mean, maybe that would be
better be even people. Yeah,
I will watch that. That's another sub. If that's next, which I really doubt, that's the only other two. That's the only fights that are acceptable.
So let me ask you this: do you guys feel that Bojdik is a banana peel for Benavidez?
Listen, I thought it was going to be a easy kind of fight, and then Beats was like, "Nah, mate, don't play with him." But I didn't really. I've only seen him fight with. I didn't realize he was the geezer that fought Beterbiev.
Then he retired for like 4 years.
It was back in about 2016, wasn't it?
2019.
I mean, not 2019. Sorry, and that was a good fucking fight.
It was. He was winning until he got stopped.
Yeah.
I actually picked Bojdik in that fight.
But he ain't that guy right now, no more.
No, that's what I'm saying though. But do you still think that he's already been? How many fights has he had since he's been?
Till he beat a journeyman, then he beat Ricard Bolotnick, I think, in the undercard on Mexico last year. He stopped him at 6. So yeah, then he's just had 2 fights so far.
Yeah. He's trading under Eddie Reynoso, and he's a Canelo fighter. I found that out too. I was like, wow, I didn't know that. So this is very interesting how all this shit's playing out. So
I mean, I just don't think he's going to be that geezer that's going to
outbox him, masterclass, all that good stuff.
I've got David Benavidez mowing him down at this stage in his career. Yeah, I do.
Oh. Yeah, same. I got David beating him. I got David beating him too as well. So if that was
I think David would mow him down just from that relentless pressure come through.
That's not going to work. It's not going to work.
You don't think? Yeah, because I see what he did, but I can just go by the fight that I seen, and it was very impressive. Like it was very impressive, but he still got in the end he got stopped. But I mean, years later, 5 years later, I just don't think he's gonna be able to be doing on them angles because he was on angles and all of that. Like, yeah, it was good. He was a hell of a fighter. Yeah, champion.
I have a question, Chann, or any
But
of
I
you
mean,
guys
he's
in
a
the
good
panel.
scout though, Beats and guys. Sorry, it's a good scout to have, I guess. Go ahead.
Do you guys remember or recall if Benavidez ever fought at 175?
He did when he turned pro.
He did once, didn't he? You lot told me that.
Yeah,
I think
he turned pro there. He did. I think he had a couple fights there, maybe more. But yeah, he did turn pro 175. Then he slimmed down.
Yeah, you did. I think you told me that, AJ, a couple shows ago.
Because I'm just interested how he's going to handle now. He's got dealing with a guy that's about the same size, weight, everything. So it's going to be interesting.
Beats, I don't know. Beats, you put us in the know. What do you think? It's going to be a tough one for Benavidez against Volstik.
Yep, 100%. Yep.
Yeah,
Tough
he's a good fighter.
Yep.
Even how old is Volstik?
Benavidez ain't like Andrade is.
No, it's his
like,
best win. Yeah, I know. And
He's
Volstik.
fighting off in boxes. Yeah.
By the way, Chann, Volstik is 36.
See, this is where I'm like.
By the way, he had 3 comeback fights too. He had one more last year as well. So he had 3
that's
fights
why I
last
kind of feel he's a banana peel for Benavidez. But we're going to see. This is a good fight, though. I like it. I do like this fight because this is going to tell me a lot about Benavidez.
Yeah, it's a good. We'll
because
see.
He's dealing with a guy, number one, that's the same height, dimensions. He's dealing with a master boxer who has rust. Yes, I get it. He's been out the game for a while. I've seen plenty of Volstik's fights back when he was active, up until the Better Be a fight, and then he went ghost up until that point. Now he's came back. I did watch some of a couple of those fights since he came back. Obviously, there's rust on there. But I always try to think of like, okay, what's going on in the training camp? This is an Eddie Reynoso guy. This is a Canelo guy. There's a lot of motivation there. He's on a comeback trail. So I would like to see how Benavidez' defense is and how he's going to handle shots coming in from a big guy like Volstik, because Volstik's not a volume puncher. He's strictly a master boxer. When I say master boxer, I don't mean he's at the top of the level where he's at right now. He's comeback. But he's calculated in what he does is my point.
Yeah.
So this is going to be interesting. I like this fight. Actually.
So when he beat Beterbiev just pre-pandemic, when did he come back again? So the pandemic happened. He was 2019. Pandemic was 2020. When did he come back? When did he come back fighting?
Became the beginning of last year.
Ooh, 2023.
Yep.
4-year layoff.
Yep. Then he had 2 more fights that year too as well. So 3 fights last year when he came back, including the comeback.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got a lot of rest. So we'll see, man. I still like it though. I still like it.
Doing the 3 fights, and the thing at least he didn't come back and just do 1 fight. He came back with 3. Okay, so cool. Hopefully he's sharpened up himself. But good fight though. I actually, when I was like, it should be I was like, let's do due diligence, and I was like, yeah, okay, this is going to be a good fight.
I think also, Chann, another reason they may have taken this fight, my opinion, is I think, Benavidez is a big dude. He's been at 168 for a while, so it could be giving his body a break and saying, hey, you know what? Let me jump up, take this fight. I'm not saying it's easy to yo-yo, but he's been at 168 for a while, and he's a big dude for 168.
But will he if there's a Canelo fight?
Would he come back down for it? Would he come
fuck
back?
Yeah, he's getting paid. He's gonna get paid.
Yeah, you're gonna get paid and you're gonna get displayed as well.
Hey, that's the business, right? So everybody's clamoring for that fight, and if he wants those titles at 168, he's gonna have to make the 168 pound limit after fighting Volstik, should he win.
Fun fact. So go ahead, Beats.
I don't think Canelo Benavidez is going to happen. One of them is going to lose, and then the fight will be dead.
Could be.
Say that again, Beats.
I don't think that fight's going to happen, Canelo and Benavidez. I think one of them will lose, and that will be the end of it.
Really?
Or if they do decide to make it after one of them loses, it's going to have the luster's going to be pretty much out the window. So I hear what Beats is saying. It's kind of like AJ and Wilder when that shit.
And he's at 175. What's Canelo going to move up to 175?
No,
he's done it twice.
I mean, but for the Benavidez fight, I thought it was just going to happen at 68, would it not?
I think the only reason
so
Canelo
Benavidez
goes
is going to go up then come back down.
Yeah, that's where I say it's not going to fare well.
That's what
You
they said he was doing.
get paid. You said he's going to get paid, and I said he's going to get displayed. We have a thing called pay and display here. So yeah, he's going to get paid and displayed on the canvas for doing that. But
Yeah,
you get
team was saying that's the whole plan. They were talking about he's going to jump up and try something and come back down is what they're saying. So I don't know. It's gonna if the fight happens, it is gonna be at 168. Canelo's not gonna let it be at no other place.
Yeah, it's not going to be.
If they were going to fight,
let
Benavidez they were going to fight. They just fight now. They wouldn't be going in different directions. Just fight now.
Yeah, it has to be
Payday. You want payday? I know that.
No, what Benavidez did is basically because like he'd been played with all year. You know, they basically so he just like he's making a contingency plan because even like there's no guarantee. I mean, Canelo still got to get past Jaime. Jaime might fucking decide to have his fight of his life that night or some shit. So he's like, Benavidez is like, instead of me sitting around like everybody else was doing, I'm just going to go to 175, get some work in, and if the Canelo ducks me again, then I can be in prime position to get some work at 175.
Yeah, but it's not that Canelo actually didn't. He's the one that they've turned down. That you know that they moved up to fight Voshnik for this. Before that, it was mandated or ordered for him to fight Canelo. It's not what I thought it was. It doesn't look like that he really wants the Canelo fight at this point. But maybe using his name as a clout thing, you know, like what Wilder did to Joshua and Fury did with Joshua. No intentions to fight, but that kind of vibe. That's where I've been watching the paper trail. And people explain it. I'm not sure. I just give up. It's these two is like one says this and the other one says that. But it looks like that on the timeline, Benavidez decided to move up before absolutely pushing to get it ordered.
Because it hadn't been ordered before, and he didn't never take the fight. So I mean,
I don't know if it'd been ordered.
It was never ordered. Never ordered.
Never ordered.
But even then, like you guys, you know, if that's we got to keep it real. That's the WBC. So
we beat Canelo. We bet Canelo.
At least, but then we need to see David Benavidez press for an order.
But even if he does it, the fight's not good because also it's so many times that we've seen the WC so far order a fight and then shit don't happen. So even if he presses it, Solomon's going to be like, why'd I care? I'm making $2 million off you in the PVC in your fights, or I can make my fucking 3% off this $40 million by letting this dude do whatever the fuck he wants to do.
I'm so out of that. I'm so out of that argument. Let me do this super chat. I'm so out. You know, like 1 minute you're like, oh, I get it on this side, and then you hear this person saying, you're like, oh, I get it on this. I just Canelo's gonna Canelo, and that's what it is. It's whatever at this point. Shouts out to the Mod Father. The Mod Father is in the building. Big Bad Bull, CMM. What up, Dale? That's my guy. From other platforms. What up, my American compadre? Much love to my beautiful UK sister for dropping that $500 on your girl. Thank you very much. Yet again, another round of applause. Massively appreciated for your generosity. Thank you so much, Mod Father. Call him the Mod Father because he's nice. The mod. He's moderated. He moderates everywhere across all the boards. So shouts out to you. Hope you're having fun watching this show. Gonna let Kenn just dip before I wrap up. But let's let Kenn tell people where they can find him. And you know.
Hello everyone. You can find me at Instagram at KennyKen1972 and then of course on Twitter at KennyKen1972. It's good to be back. We've had a really good chat. There's some, half decent fights in the last couple of weeks. I think there's domestic fights as well. Dalton Smith is fighting Jose Zepeda, and on the other card is Sandy Ryan versus Terry Harper this week in Sheffield, and then the week afterwards on Easter Sunday there's the domestic dust up between Fraser Clark and Fabio Wardley. I've got Wardley knocking him out in the 8th round, but that's probably the domestic scene that's taken care of.
I love the fight. Can't wait. Yeah, can't wait for that fight. Yeah. Right, go ahead. So they can find you at KennyKen1972 and on Twitter.
Both on Twitter and Instagram. But as you know, I have more fun on Instagram because Twitter is...
Twitter's a cesspool of madness.
Let's just say Twitter is something where a lot of people getting something off their chest. I'll put it down to Brexit.
The Americans won't know what that means.
See you guys.
Thank you, Kenny Ken. Love you.
Later, Ken. Salute.
Kenny Ken.
Salute, man.
Sweet. Thank you so much.
Kenny Ken is with the Buddhism.
That's right. Okie doke. So, did anybody else want to chime in about the engagement of Mod? This is what Mod Father does. He puts up everybody's, handles. That's part of it. Later, Kenny. Shouts out. That's where you can find Kenny Ken on Instagram. We'll keep up that handle. Mod Father has the link, so click on it. And if you want to hear some football and soccer stuff and boxing, go ahead over to Kenny Ken over there and on Instagram. So can I just say, did anybody? I want to reiterate that it looked a bit too respectful. Am I reading too much into it? Is it that Jaime's just going to be a beast in the ring, but he's just respectful because he is a respectful guy outside the ring, or is it ever going to get heated? Because it looked like a we're not worthy with Canelo when he was standing in the belt. So everyone's going Canelo.
I wouldn't read too much into the press conference. He's going to let it all out in the ring. I think they're going to go at it in the ring.
I agree. Like
that's just their
he's showing
temperament.
respect now, but on fight night he's going to come to win. He's going to come to get it.
Yeah, they better.
Yeah.
I don't want to see a trash ass fight where we're all excited and then we just don't see what it's just not the fight's not delivered.
Yeah, we saw that with Buatsi versus Aziz. We saw that with Buatsi and Aziz. Honestly, I think because of the fact that the friendship aspect really played into how the fight played out. I think, in my opinion,
it sure did. Did. Yeah, and that's what made it a bit stale towards the thingies. But yeah, I mean, we've got, like Kenny Ken said, we've got the fight at the weekend with who we got this weekend? Zepeda. We got the other Zepeda, isn't it?
Jose
Zepeda. Jose Zepeda. Yeah, William's the other one, isn't it? Jose Zepeda. We saw him get stopped by
Regis Prograis.
Prograis. That was the last time.
And he lost to Richardson Hitchens or Dominic UD.
Hitchens. Oh yes. Richardson Hitchens displayed. How did that end? That was a.
He won a wide UD.
It was a wide UD, but he was hitting quite spiteful in that fight, Hitchens. It was quite spiteful, and I do remember watching that fight. Okie doke. So we've got him, Jose Zepeda, and who's he fighting, guys?
Dalton
Smith. Oh God, yeah.
Better be careful, Dalton. Jose's no joke.
Yeah, we just see Dalton Smith. Who did he just have an amazing win against? Beats would know. I've forgotten who Dalton just fought, and it was a good fight.
Sam Maxwell.
That's it. Yeah. And Dalton came through Fennell over there, mate. Yeah, and that was a good fight. And everybody's like, but this isn't the one where I'm afraid. I just don't think I keep saying that our fighters are not used to fighting whether it's Mexican fighters, Mexican American fighters, that type of style, or even like I said, with even pressure fighters. They if you know that you're gonna fight, you saw it with the little guy, Sonny Edwards, fighting Bam Rodriguez. And I mean, I knew that was gonna be. We don't have Mexican fighters here, so what they're gonna have to do is like have a whole camp of flying over Mexican either pressure fighters, different, definitely the pressure fighters that are. Most of them are pressure fighters, but different levels of pressure fighters, southpaw pressure fighters, orthodox, and different sizes, and get used to that in sparring and in because I just all the time when our fighters go against a Mexican pressure fighter, we lose. We leave the Buddhism. Our belts leave the Buddhism. It's like I lose the Buddhism. Belt, your soul, something, your teeth, and something leaves the Buddhism. So I think they're going to have to get on board here. The little lads, if you're fighting, you're in the little weight divisions, and a lot of the Mexican fighters dominate those divisions as well. So you got to start flying those types of fighters in for sparring. Surely, I've been saying it. I've been saying it for a minute now. So, but we shall see. And then we have who else? Ain't any of the ladies fighting?
Sandy Ryan and Terry Harper on the co-main at the undercard.
Sandy Ryan, Terry Harper.
Yep.
Why did I think they wasn't? Why did I think Terry Harper turned down that fight?
That fight's still on. That's a good. I thought that too. I just checked the list. I'm curious.
Okay.
I got Sandy Ryan. She's gonna have a tough time, but I got her.
Sandy Ryan gets Terry Harper. What are they fighting at 47?
Yeah, 47.
Okay.
It's for Sandy's WBO belt. So.
Who you got, AJ?
Oh man, wow.
Let me think about it. I'll have to think about it.
I gotta think. I'm not sure. I don't really think about it. It's 50-50 in my opinion. And either one can win, in my opinion. But yeah, it's
yeah. She had the draw with and she beat McCaskill.
She did. Yeah, she did.
That one pissed me off.
That
she beat McCaskill blatantly.
You mean McWindmill? So
McWindmill, as I always call her. McWindmill. Yeah, but yeah. We shall see. I need to think about it a little bit more before I come up with that prediction. But in saying that, we have... We're leaving the building, guys.
In the building. In the building.
Yeah, we are wrapping it up. Guys, if you'd like to join the membership, be a part of the happy bunch, be a part of the Channelholics, and
Me bar rat brain splatter. What's the matter? Just start a down time in the body. Try scatter pick patter in a fall over your body. Now you bruise and batter top shatter. You never should do Allah.
That's right. Yeah. So I would like to thank all of my co-hosts today. I'm going to thank Boxing Beats and Rhymes. If he ain't falling asleep, I think Beats is nodded off, to be honest.
It's about that time for me now. I'll be honest with you, Chann.
We finished.
I'm an old boy. I need to get me these. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Night, Beats. Rest up.
Hey, you good?
Beats, you've been around for a while, Beats. You've been around for a while. I've been around since 08. So
sub to Beats. Great channel for real.
Sub to Beats. Great. Peace out, Beats.
Big up.
Thank you.
Boxing Beats and Rhymes has left the building.
Then I'm going to say goodbye to King of King Boxing.
Stuck with the Americans, Chann.
That's right. Oh, good night, Chann. I appreciate it. Y'all be easy.
Thanks for coming through like a motherfucking woo, Eduardo.
Hey, Kings, you need to be on the radio. You need to be a radio DJ. You got that.
We always tell him this. Tell him. I did all day and twice on a Sunday now. He's probably has got another job as being on the radio, to be honest. We just don't know what it is. Are you on the radio?
104 Love.
104 Love. FM.
That's right.
No hot jam for you.
Yeah.
Out there.
Dial in. Yeah. Midnight onwards, isn't it? Yeah, for real. But thank you, Eduardo, for joining me and being in the building. Thank you very much. Oh, he just left.
Eduardo is left the building.
And then we have Ricky Ricardo, mi hermano, en el edificio.
And before I go, Chann, I will say Inouye stops Neri before 6. And I'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
And I'm out the Bentley. I'm out the building.
You've left the building. Thank you for your prediction. Thank you for joining me, Ricky. Massively appreciate it.
Saludos, AJ. Have a good one.
Buenas noches a ti también.
A ti también. Bonita, bella.
Yeah.
Ricky Ricardo is left the edificio.
Then there were two.
And then there were two. Chann, and AJ. Oh, goddamn, Jay and twice. What a Sunday. AJ, I would like to thank you for coming and joining me as you always do. We'll be back tomorrow, though, won't we? Oh.
Yes, we will. Just let me know what time. You know.
Yeah, good skin. Got really good skin.
Good
Yeah, very
show.
good.
Good show. Had fun. We
Thank you
talked
for
about
having
a lot
a
of
good
topics.
show. We will be putting out what the show is tomorrow. Anyway, people, but yeah, we got a show tomorrow. And AJ, any last words as well?
No, thank you for having me on. Always, Chann. You're wonderful. The panel. So salute the beats. KLK, Ricky Ricardo, Kenn. Anybody else I missed? Apologies, everybody in the chat.
Leon,
You know what time it is. And this is the week. Oh, yes, Leon Fight Fan Figures. Yes, sir. And you know what it is, the weekly wrap-up show.
Weekly wrap-up chickadee show. Thank you, AJ, all day. Love you, love.
Catch you in the chat. I holla.
In the chat. And then there was one. AJ all day is left the building. So, guys, thank you very much. I am going to read out the members only roll call. Members only roll call. So let's go to the members only, shall we? And give y'all a little shout out from your girl. Let's go. Are you ready? Uno, dos, tres. Oh, we are 5101, guys. It's been amazing, by the way. Oh yeah, I forgot to say, we got to 1 million views. We got to 1 million views. We got to 1 million views. Thank you so much. I forgot to say thank you very much, guys. We hit 1 million views after I come off the show. I last week I knew, and those who saw me post it up, I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for rocking with little old me. It's been an hard one. It's been an easy one. It's been a fun one. It's been a boring one. It's been a sad one. It's been an happy one. It's the journey of boxing and the sport that we love. All of that. So thank you very much for rocking with little old me and bringing up the views. And we have hit 5,101 subscribers. So let's go with the members only roll call. So let's go with Modern King Boxing. Mark Nash. Marky, I just realised it's Mark Niggity Nash. You back, Jack. Zara K. Andre Noble. Derek Lincoln. Daniel Agnew. What up, Dan? Cooking with Sir Senior. What up, sir? Expect the unexpected. Donald Banks DB. Leon Fight Fan Figures. Thanks for being on panel. Don't touch your bum. Dan 1983. Dub right side. Stephen T. Lisa Bales, the queen that never fails. Nesta Bedford, what up, Nez? What up, bud? What up, gangster? Retro boxing and documentaries. Con Shaunery, what up, Con? Ricky Ricardo, mi hermano. En el edificio, ya te sabes. Thank you for being on the panel. Harlem's finest, my sister R to the left. D-Star Boxing, mi hermano también. AJLJ, thank you for being on the panel. Charlo. King TJ. Upload type, where you be at? El primero, ya te sabes. En el edificio. That's right. Dr. P, Wales' finest. We are always stay this way round. That's right. You got to stay in the building. So, guys, I'd like to thank you, and we are here to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God.
Colonel Jessup, did you order the code red?
You don't have to answer that question.
I'll answer the question. You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
You find the truth when you seek knowledge, because knowledge is what?
Knowledge is key.
Say it for Guan, say it for Guan.
So if it Guan, now See nothing because nothing not a one. Lock off your eyes, cock me, make you cock.
Them the light, we win a light. Them.
Them not like me, some me not like them. Man, I figure set this straight and clarify. Put fire upon a pagan, aim for the cranium. Turn off the news, there's a bag of lies. Worst raised man, wanna inform up, fun Babylon and every one of them dirty guys. And if they wanna go around the order, I guarantee somebody's dropping flight.
Yeah, we're here to deal with stats, facts, and data. You know, always trumps opinions. You know.
I have opinions just like anyone else. You got opinions. But unlike what you're doing is I bring facts, data, statistics, things you can go look up yourself.
That's right. Entonces, recuerda, mi gente del mundo, mi gente de boxeo, estoy lista para ti, para todos, siempre. Ya tú sabes.
Listos para los chingazos. Listos para los chingazos.
We'll throw Spanish in the bin. But at least he tried. Anyway, I am that bitch. Always been that bitch. Always will be that bitch in el edificio. And I got the job, and you know, you'll just have to appreciate me while I'm here, you know. Because I am indeed the female Svengali.
It's hype, you suck at life, you don't want a round three. Worship the queen and your mic to pass. Keep it real, these chicks couldn't wipe my anyway, stylist, go get Ferrari. I am the ultimate Bengali. These chickens can't even spell that. You hoes bugging, repel that.
You hoes bugging, repel that. Yeah. Guys, you have been entirely amazing. Please click the like button. Please subscribe if you haven't, because y'all be watching. I see you watching me and haven't hit the subscribe. Naughty. And a massive appreciation. You know, once I come offline and videos publish up, I like to try and get back to all of you guys when I can, especially in the first hour after doing a publish. But, you know, you guys tapping away, and we are having some great conversations in the comment sections. I appreciate your honesty. I appreciate your loyalty. I appreciate your differences of opinions. I appreciate your respectfulness in when you're delivering your difference of opinions. For the most part, it's quite clean and nice there, because I think I've sieved out the trash. And so thank you very much for making the comment section a pleasant place to be. So, like I say, anyway, I'm gone. EU dares, Rodders. EU dares. Hey girl, it's Leo Chann, rep nonetheless. Come box with Chann. Only the British lot will get that. Jan! I will be back. I'll be back tomorrow. I think it's going to be, we've got to do the ending of the Joshua and Wilder resume deep dive. If you see, please go and look at all the playlists from my music playlist, resume deep dives, point score, rewatch and point scores, all of my playlists that will catch you up to speed on who the old girl is and what she does. And also the Hall of Fame playlist, and, you know, all of the interviews that I've conducted. No. Oh, no. Actually, we have an interview tomorrow. My bad. We are with the former champ. I mean, from cruiserweight into the heavyweight division. We have Chris Bird joining us on the phone tomorrow. That's the show. It's Chris Bird tomorrow. So we'll be having a nice old guest tomorrow. And yeah, so I'm gone. And thank you for participating in the show. All of the people on panel. We had AJ all day. We had King of King. We had Kenn. We had Fight Fan Figures. We had Boxing Beats and Rhymes. And we had Ricky Ricardo. And last but not least, we had me, your host, Lady Chann. And I would like to thank you for joining me. So anyway, I'm gone. Hey girl, it's Lady Chann, rep nonetheless. I know I've already did it, but I'll give you it twice. Come box with Chann. Jan! Guys, time to scrub off makeup, hit the shower, and leave the booties in. Jan!
Yeah, Chann!
Fight!